Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Oh, baby.
Llama, red pajama, Reefer story, Reefer mama keeps the baby hurt. Llama, go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, call down to his llama. Llama.
All right, the palace. It's time for I Said What I Said Saturdays, right here on Queen Sheba. All right, the palace. Let's go. Damn.
Remember me? The one who beat your ass? Stop going on Instagram popping your shit like you about it. Look. You come on the south side, get your ass beat, came in the Carter Park, and tried to fight you, but you didn't want to come out dodo. You didn't want to come out dodo? You didn't want to come out dodo.
Llama, red pajama, Reefer story, Reefer mama keeps the baby hurt. Llama, go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants.
Yes. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, go downstairs with this mama. Hey, welcome, palace. Welcome to Saturday. I said what I said. Y'all, you know what? I went ahead and put the link up early because I'm telling you, I am standing on business today. It's too many fucking dumb spiders out there, and I'm tired of it. Like they say deep in the heart of Texas, I'm tired of it. I'm calling names today. Shit, it is what it is. And I said what I said. And first up on the docket, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. How y'all doing this morning? How are y'all doing this morning? I am feeling great. I hope y'all checked in this morning, ready to stand on business. I hope you are locked and you're loaded, honey. I dropped the link. And let me explain something about Saturday. I said what I said. This is the way we just let our hair down over here. This is the way we let our hair down over here, and we just have a good old time because we understand that if you ain't pulled up and if we drop the link and you ain't got your ass up on this panel anytime, day or night, to say it to our faces, then it ain't never personal, because until you bring it to the palace, it ain't never personal. So we said what we said. We just gonna have a good old time with it. We're standing on business. The only thing we ask y'all is if you decide to come up and stand on business, whether it's about your friend, your neighbor, your cat, your dog, your job, shit, I don't know, your Uber driver, who knows? Nobody knows. They don't know you're here. This is your opportunity to say what the fuck you gotta say and let it go so you can get on about your business and have a good ass weekend. The only thing we ask that you sign it, seal it, and deliver it. What does that mean? That means at the end of you standing on business, we just need you to say it with your fucking chest and say, I said what I said. Therefore, whomever you are aiming at, they know it ain't personal, baby. I just said what I said. And that's just the way we do it over here. We're going to have a good ass time today, y'all. We got a lot of stuff to talk about if we make it through. Because a lot of times, I don't know where some of y'all be coming from. And yes, we curse on Saturday. I said what I said. Listen, I'm not a preacher. I'm not a nun. I said what I said. That's just the way we roll over here on Saturdays. It is what it is because we serve up a little bit of everything for everybody. But with that being said, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. I got my priority panelists waiting in the background to stand on business, and I'm waiting to stand on business. I am waiting to stand on business because it's been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets. And if some of these content creators could focus on the business that pays them by way of their content, they would be dangerous. You would actually be dangerous in this mofo, but I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for a few moments from now. So listen, should we get into a hellified discussion? And we do sometimes. Don't ever be scared to speak your piece over here in the palace, honey. We ain't cursing people out. We ain't blocking people because they got an opinion. Hell, my moderator got cursed out the other night and we roll right with it. Listen, that's just
listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me, okay?
And I said what I said. So we not the sensitive type over here where we gonna put you out because you got something different to say. We understand the value in varying opinions. We understand the value of different mindsets, and I actually think it makes for a healthy debate. Okay. Now, let me say this. You know what? Let me bring Courtney up. Welcome, Courtney, to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on today, Queen?
Hey, Queen. Can you hear me?
Hey, girl. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Am I sounding okay? Because I'm on my phone. I kind of hear like
you all right with me?
Okay. You ain't come out the dodo. But anyway.
Oh,
that's my favorite little palace song. I love to hear me a little Shamar. I just came up to say this because they disturbing my little spirit on this good Saturday. And I usually don't get disturbed on this good Saturday. But I was on those Instagram streets. Queen, and Sunny went live, and Wanda got on her live. And I just want to say this. I was windmilling for Sunny when nobody in these YouTube streets for real. Windmilling for Sunny. Because I ain't never liked Destiny, and Destiny ain't never been the type of female, in my opinion, to windmill for. I don't care what the circumstances is. After she put them kids on that IG, I ain't never, nothing else she could say to me. So I've been windmilling for Sunny for a long time, but I'm tell Sunny this. I done windmill for you with Moses for a long time. But you think playing that fence with Wanda, baby, that's the wrong road. And I know Sunny was seeing my comments because you was reading all the comments above and below mine, but you were not reading mine. Playing with Wanda is the wrong road, Sunny. And the first time you misstep, baby, she gonna dog walk you. So thinking playing with Wanda, letting her get off on them lives, joking and and acting neutral, baby, it's the wrong road. It's the wrong road. It's the wrong road. And that I said what I said.
Damn. What? I know you lying. I know you lying. Listen. Oh shit. Let me drop the link. Go ahead, Courtney. Go ahead, Courtney. You're on mute. Listen. Oh, Courtney said, y'all, listen. You know what? Speaking of windmilling, let's talk. I want to talk about windmilling for a second. Since you brought it up, Courtney, I think this is the perfect segue into, the topic. You know what, Miss Wanda, fuck it. You up next. Since we talking Miss Wanda, let's go. Let's talk. Okay, here's my thing. Let me back up. Hold on. Let me get Miss Deborah in. Welcome, priority panelist, Deborah Valentine, baby. You are on Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
What's up, everybody? What I want to say is, and I mean this with everything in me, I can't listen to Wanda. It irritates me that I'm probably a couple of years older than her. I'm not sure. I'm 61. Anytime I hear her voice, and this nothing against the content creators, because you guys are going to, talk about whatever you want to on your channel, and I respect that. I will say this. I'll go ahead and give your page a like, your video a like. I will do that. Well, anytime I see Wanda, I just go. I go. Because everything she says is just ignorance. It's ignorance. It's embarrassing. I'm ashamed of, that we're about the same age, and she acts a total fool, very disrespectful, dumb, in my opinion. Now, yes, I said dumb with a capital D. I have nothing for her. So whenever I see that on y'all pages, I keep on scrolling. So I just came up to say that. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'm gonna be down here in the bushes because I'm out here making my money and about to pay for everything for my, for our trip
Mm-hmm.
that's coming up. So yeah. But I
Okay.
just wanted to come and say that. Have a wonderful day. And Wanda's dumb and I don't listen to anything about her. Okay. Bye.
You sign it, seal it, and deliver it, baby.
I said what I said. I absolutely said what I said.
Listen, all right. Thank
All
you for
right,
pulling up,
thanks.
Miss Deborah. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
We
All right.
appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Aunt Natty, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on? You got the floor.
Good morning, Queen and Palace. I had to put I call her fish-eyed fool because that's what Wanda is, an old fish-eyed fool, in her place yesterday. When she was saying talking about and I told her, we don't love ignorance and reckless, but we do have a heart when somebody die. She had the nerve to call me a B. I told her this is an old B like you that will slap the sugar honey iced tea out of you.
Wow.
She stopped responding. Because someone told her she should be ashamed of her. Baby, I would take my mama, sit her in a corner, and just take all of her devices. And when she put your initials in there, Queen Sheba, I had to pray because I said, the Queen teach us to pause. And I didn't pause a minute ago. I have to pause. I've been windmilling for Sonny too. Sonny has said she is trying to keep her composure. But I want that north side of St. Louis to come out of her. I lived on the north side of St. Louis 23 years, and I know it's in them. What they gonna do, they gonna keep pushing till it come out. But they need to ban. How do they strike other YouTubers' channels for less? And let her get on her YouTube and Instagram and cut up like she do. It's time that we put mental people, and I'm talking about nobody's mental health. But for her to went through what she have in this last month and a half, and she's still cutting a fool like that, I'm her age. I'm in her age bracket. And I will put on, I don't need no boxing gloves. I will street fight her and sit her down. And one more thing. I won't nail or break her little short foot off in Kimmy. And I said what I said.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Damn. And she said what she said, and that's from Aunt Natty. She said, listen, I think the gloves are off this Saturday morning. I said what I said, and it sounded like y'all must have got y'all 4 miles in, your 2 miles, your 30 minutes, whatever it is, because baby, we are feeling good. And physical activity gives you a little bit of euphoria, and it gets that adrenaline pumping. We standing on business over here today. It is what it is over here in the palace. Speaking of walking, and we talked about windmilling. Oh, baby, don't never let your arms get tired for windmilling for somebody that won't even windmill for themselves. Let me say that. So while I was walking, walking will do some things for you. Walking will help you figure some shit out. So I'm walking. And I've been thinking about all of the inboxes that I've received. See, I get a lot of inboxes, and I know y'all be on y'all bullshit subs because I know y'all like to see a good fight. And if we are dumb enough to take it, shit, y'all will bring it. So y'all been, you bring me a lot. But this one, I'm like, okay. And they saying, Queen Sheba, Miss Wanda is coming after you. I said, leave Miss Wanda alone. She's funny. She's hilarious. What'd she say? So y'all told me what Miss Wanda said. And first of all, let me say this. Child, right. What Daryl say? Daryl Long say, child. Hold on now. Y'all leave Miss Wanda alone. Cause it would be an unfair fight. Number one. Number two, I wouldn't even engage. Let me tell you why. Miss Wanda, you are a mother, you are a grandmother, you are a foster mother. You in the system of that, you in the state of Alabama, you are a foster mother. And I know there's a lot of training that you had to go through. And I would want to engage you like that. Number one, because it's my duty, it's my job as the next generation to set an example. Number one. And in most cases, I would treat you like I would want somebody to treat my mother. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, Miss Wanda, when you play with what? When you play with fire, you eventually you burn yourself. So let me say this to you, Miss Wanda. Actually, let me not say it to y'all. Let me not say it to Miss Wanda. Let me say this to y'all. Y'all, let me tell you something. I have no time. There is nothing Miss Wanda can do for me because she hasn't been able to do anything for herself by way of that food truck. I have no time to argue with somebody that can't afford a can of Fix a Flat to fix a tire on a food truck. Listen, a truck, that food truck, that one. Listen, I have no time to engage with somebody that cannot go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's and buy a can of Fix a Flat. I can't. Okay, because until you can get that truck up and running, let's start with the tire. Until you can get the tire fixed, and we talking $60 to $70, and they say you live in Bessemer. So I think the economy, I don't think the rates are as high as they would be in a metropolitan city. So you might be looking $6 at most. But here's what I am willing to do. Watch this. Let me show you how you do this shit, Miss Wanda. Because this is what you should be doing, and this is what your friend's supposed to do for you. A woman of your age, hanging around the Black excellence that you do. You're surrounded by Marcella, you're surrounded by Anthony, and all of these wonderful content creators that are lucrative on YouTube. There is no way with a friend group that type and that tight and that successful, they should not have been able to pull in $40 for you to get that fucking tire fixed. But let me show you what we're gonna do over here in the palace. Hold on. Palace. This is what we finna do. I need 15 super chats. Well, hold on. We're gonna do it in 30 minutes. The blue ones. Let's start with just $5. And I want you to title it Fix a Flat. Watch this. I'm gonna show you how to get down, Miss Wanda. Fix a flat. Watch this. The goal starts now. And whatever we take in, Miss Wanda, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hire a third party mechanic. And I'm going to send him to your home. And I need you to contact me behind the scenes. And I want him to fix your tire. We're going to start there. And I want you to videotape it. And I want you to share the video because that's how we stand on business over here. Now, my only ask of you in exchange for the generosity of the palace is that you allow us to utilize the video. That's only right. Okay. Because this is what your friends are supposed to be doing. Because I be damn, I'm going to let my friend turn on her Instagram to go live and have a fucking broke down truck with a flat tire. No, girl. No, ma'am, not today. How much it costs, friend? Let me go ahead and get you in order because I know Queen Sheba them watching, especially when you go that hard in the paint. Even if it wasn't about the truck, I need you to get your yard right. Okay. So I'm going to send a third-party vendor over, a mechanic, and we're going to get that fixed for you. The second thing we're going to do, Miss Wanda, once the palace get the tire fixed, y'all, I need at least, let's get about $60, $75. That's all we need. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all, we're not going to play with her. I'm dead ass serious. I need $5, fix a flat. I need y'all to help me stand on business. I'm dead ass serious. Come on, y'all. No, you have to. I'm asking you to. We finna fix this fucking tire because it should have been fixed a long time ago. As successful and resourceful as Letitia and Marceau is, I mean, we gotta get you up and running. If it comes down to $60, if it's coming down to $60 and a flat tire, we gonna step in. I need 5 more people, 10 more people to send $5. Y'all, fuck who it's for. We standing on principle over here. I need y'all to help me with this. I'm going somewhere with this. Help me out.
Do we have to, Queen?
I'm asked. Don't make me beg now. I'm asking.
It's for Wanda, Queen.
I don't care. Listen, okay, go on mute on that. Natty, I love you. Go on mute because I don't need you to listen. I need people with me right now. I need y'all to help me out with this. I only got 2. Okay. You know what? Let me go to commercial because I need a few more super chats. Hold on. Let me go to commercial because if y'all got to second guess my leadership, then what am I here for? Right, Courtney? Right, Courtney?
I had to come up off of mute. I'm sorry. Right, Queen.
Listen. Hold on. Watch this. Y'all, listen. See, y'all got to learn how to put your money where your mouth is. See, we just can't be doing stuff for people that we like. Let me show you how to scale up a little bit. Watch this. I need y'all to get out your feelings and get into strategy. And sometimes that's what it's about.
You have
Sometimes
to
that's
be
what it's about. Hold
patient.
on.
You don't gotta make no moves. You ain't playing checkers, you playing chess. It take years for some moves to be made. God will show you. If you want to know, just pray. Get close to him. God, show me. You have to be patient. You don't gotta make no moves. You ain't playing checkers, you playing chess. It take years for some moves to be made.
Yes,
God will
it
show you.
does.
If you want to know, just pray. Get close to him. God, show me.
You know what? I got it. Don't worry about the super chats. For those that want to help me, I appreciate y'all, but I got it. I got it. I got it. Thank you. We got it. We got it. I got it. I got it. We're going to fix that tire, Miss Wanda. So make sure you give me in the background. We're going to fix that tire. I'm going to give you a head start. Because when we talk about the food industry, Miss Wanda, the food industry is a $1.4 billion market in the US, in the United States as of 2023. And we want you to be able to get in because I truly believe when you look better, meaning your flat tire is fixed, you do better. And when you do better, you make money. And I'm willing to bet my last dollar that if you were making money, you would be talking about something different. Okay? Because people that are making money got a lot to lose. So I feel like you ain't got a lot to lose, so you ain't got shit to talk about. We're going to change that today. Go ahead and thank them in advance because we're going to fix that fucking flat. We're going to get you up on your feet. We're going to get you up and running. Now, this is what I want you to do once the palace fix your fucking tire. I want you to go and get a few sacks of potatoes. Okay? Listen to me closely because I know the show enough potatoes you've been struggling with, but I'm a product developer and I'm going to help you scale your product. Now, I'm shocked because your friends haven't set you down and turned you on to this so that you can get those potatoes out the door. But that's okay. You came knocking on the right door. So after we sent our people over there to fix your tire. We want you to get those potatoes. And all I want you to do, Miss Wanda, I think you've been working too hard. I think you've been working hard and not smart. So we want you to work smart and not hard. I want you to have 5 feature potatoes. 5. Okay. You need a garlic butter. Help me out in the chat. Number 1, you need a garlic butter potato. And I want you to have a really nice garlic butter. You can come up with that on your own. Number 2, you need a meat lovers. Okay. Hold on. You need a meat lovers. Then number 3, you need a seafood potatoes, a little bit of crawfish and shrimp. Okay. Like almost similar to a fondue, but not as cheesy. Number 4, you need a barbecue potato. A barbecue potato. And then number 5, you need like a veggie lovers potato or a chipotle. There we go. I like it, Nikki. A chipotle potato. Can somebody run down the 5? See, I just helped you scale up in a matter of 5 minutes. Something your friends could not do. Because I'll be damned if my friend is going to call me and talk shit with me, but never help me scale up and never help me think of ways that I can make money. But that's what the palace is willing to do for you. Now, I need you to contact me on Instagram because you are not blocked. Okay? You are not blocked. That's how lovely we are over here. And when you get up and running and get that tire fixed, and when you make your first $20,000, then you can at me. But until then, Miss Yes, because I'm every woman. It's all in me. And I thank you to the fantastic, fantabulous men and women over here in the palace that can stand on motherfucking business because we can. And I said what I said. Let's get you up and running first, Queen, so you can be in a position to pop your shit and talk shit. Until then, don't tell me nothing else Miss Wanda has said. All right. Welcome. Words do matter to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on, Queen?
I'm standing on, I commend you for your effort, really. But Wanda, to me, if she were affiliated with a good church, her truck would be running, working, and she would be getting the counseling that she needs. To me, you can't attack people's children. She's, I hate to say this, but she's emotionally and mentally, she's a nasty piece of work. And I really don't understand how she's a foster parent. I really don't. Because she's not teaching them kids anything. And why isn't her daughter helping her with a flat tire? Miss I'm a Millionaire? And I said what I said.
Ooh. Aunt Natty, kicking it with Courtney. What y'all got?
I agree 110%. It is no way. My mother would even be acting like that. You can tell your mother in a respectful way. God rest my mother's soul. And I have had to tell my mother, Mom, that's out of line. Your Desiree is out of line. And she listened. I didn't yell at her, didn't curse at her. Mama, you don't say things like that. My mother died at 100 years old. And I could tell her when she was out of line. And if I was a millionaire, I'd have bought my mother a fully functioning food truck. It wouldn't have never had to sit in the backyard with a flat. Okay? When she pulled it up, it would have been ready to roll. If I was a millionaire, instead of getting a loan to go to Vegas, you should have got a loan to get your mama's truck up and running. And for those foster children, I don't think that she legally has them as foster children. And the lady that she had in the truck with her talking was the mother's children that she claimed is a drunk.
Ooh. You stand on, and I need you to sign it, seal it,
I
and deliver
said
it.
what I said, and I said it with my chest.
All right. So listen, Miss Wanda, let me tell you what we were able to do. And Aunt Natty says she said what she said. We were able to raise exactly $200 to get your tire fixed. Now that's going to cover the labor. Okay, because he's going to come to you. And that's going to cover his tip. Because I don't know about your attitude, but we got it. We're going to tip him. Now, after you get this food truck, this tire fix, we cannot wait to see what you do with the truck that runs. We're gonna sit back. Courtney, any final thoughts?
I don't have nothing because I'm gonna go with the palace. I'm in the palace. Queen, you said we're gonna fix the tire. The
No, be
only reason
yourself. Be yourself.
No, the only reason I haven't donated, no, I'm gonna go with what you're saying, because sometimes, we having our teachable moments. Only reason I haven't donated yet is because I'm on my phone and I'm on the stage. But once I drop, I'll send my donation, because yeah, sometimes we do, it's teachable moments. And I'm being taught right now because baby, I'm digging deep. But just know my $5, I'm throwing my $5 at one. I ain't handing them to. I'm throwing mine, okay?
Listen.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
Yes, Janine Gatewood, welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Girl, I'm standing. That's what I'm
Oh, wait a
standing
minute. We want to
on.
hear everything you say, but the audio a little shaky. Let's do a mic check real quick.
Okay.
You got to keep talking so I can hear it. Just talk. Good morning.
Okay, is that better? Good morning.
What you think, Courtney?
I can't. Her audio.
I'm
You got to
go
go
by.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad, Janine. You got to go somewhere else.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah. Stay right there. Don't move. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you got the floor.
I said, I'm standing on you being a boss and a queen. Because, baby, if it wasn't for you, she wouldn't have got 5 cents. But because of the principle, and as you said, we do stand on business over here at the palace. I love you. I listen to other people, and half the time I can't even listen to a whole segment. Sometimes it's their voices, and sometimes it's just their content and how they're coming off. But when I come here, whether it's Saturday, whether I'm driving down the street, whether I'm at work, you always standing on business, and I just appreciate you. And I said what the heck I said. Amen.
Bruh. We appreciate you. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show a nigga, like Kendrick Lamar says. Not popping out, Miss Wanda, because you called my name. But I'm gonna teach you how to stand up and go against a force to be reckoned with. You gotta have your shit together. You cannot go live with a flat tire in your backyard and your yard not be cut. That's all I'm saying. It's the principality of it, Smokey. It's the principality of it. My friends would never. They would say, put the phone down. What are you doing? Cut your yard first. Fix your tire first. Turn the camera off. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to help you with that because that's what friends are for. For a good time and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. Oh, yeah. I can't sing, but y'all get what I'm saying. Listen.
You got it. You got it. I'm
I
going to drop
got it.
down. I'm sitting here taking out my braids this morning. But I just wanted to say, Queen, I love it here. Keep doing what you are doing. You are the bomb diggity. Pieces
Yes,
Palace.
yes. Thank
Queen,
you.
can I
We
just
appreciate you. Go ahead.
some people have to learn that when you disrespect your blessing, it moves away from you. Melanie was such a blessing to everybody in her circle, people she touched. And the things that she do in Huntsville, you think she wouldn't have been helping Wanda if Wanda wasn't a constant thorn in her side, constantly attacking her on every level, her children, her reputation. Eve talks under her skirt. These people have to learn. The anointing that you respect is the anointing you receive. And obviously, the people that she's surrounded by, that's the anointing she's receiving. That's why her tire is flat. That's why her yard is uncut. Because those are the people that she hang around.
Okay. Bev, I know she's not my friend. What are you drinking? I don't just bless my friends. That's not how I roll. This has nothing to do with friendship. We're talking about Black excellence. We talking about Black excellence.
Yes.
I'm sending some chips out, baby. Yep. Yeah, y'all only give to y'all friends?
No, but
That's
you
what
are a
y'all do?
blessing. Yeah, you are a blessing.
No, I'm just saying. No, my question is, y'all only bless y'all friends?
No, that's not true. But I don't.
No, that's a question. It's a question. It's not like it's a question based on a comment that's on the chat. Do y'all
Oh
only
no,
bless
I'm
y'all?
saying no. I
Oh.
bless. Yeah, God put people in your path for you to bless them, and I've known that for many, many, many years. So no, that's not. No.
All
I
right,
get
we're
what
gonna get to. Go ahead.
I get what you're saying, Queen. I bless other people other than my friends, and I'm on my phone too. And I'm gonna send it, if not a super chat, a cash app later on
No,
today.
go ahead. You got it. Go ahead, Arnetta. You good to go. And y'all don't do it if you don't want to do it now.
No, you taught me something. I'm listening.
No, I'm
And
doing
even if
it
her tire is
because,
fixed,
like
she's gonna
I
get
said,
her
I
grass
trust your
cut.
judgment. It's teachable, and you definitely, they don't want nothing but a little bit of this sprinkle of the millimeters, So hey, why not? Why not be
Yeah.
a blessing? Why
And
not?
here
And
we go.
Money, money,
if
money, money
Carlos,
comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money, 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 money comes to me, comes to me, comes to me, comes to me. Money, 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 money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money, 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 money comes to me, comes to me, comes to me. Money, 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 money.
All right, here we go. Money, 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 money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. And let me tell you something. $5 is not a lot. You give that to, I would give that to a homeless man to do what he needs to do. $5 is not a lot of money, but listen, don't ever give. We are encouraged to be cheerful givers. You don't even got to say you ain't got to give. Keep that between you and you. If you feel compelled to do it, if not, I most certainly understand. You ain't got to make no announcements. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't need to be shared out loud. All right, Kia M with the $5 super sticker. No caption needed, honey. She's standing on business. I appreciate you, Kia. I see you, boo. Joanna B. Williams with a 5-piece and a pepper says, fix a flat. She said what she said. A woman of strength. Val B coming in hot with a 5-piece and a pepper. Fix a flat. We said what we said. Sassy Libra coming in with a 10-piece. She gonna fix 2 flats. She gonna fix 2 flats. Samantha LV standing on business. $6.99. She said, I don't like it, but I trust you. Fix a flat. Let's go, Samantha. I appreciate it. Peanut said it with a 20 piece and a pepper. Give this to her broke ass. And I said what I said. Listen, Deborah Valentine coming in with a 5 piece and a pepper. No caption needed. She's standing on business. Rain 1 coming in with a 5 piece and a pepper. Hashtag fix a flat. Monique with a 5 piece and a pepper. Only for you, Queen. I appreciate you. Tanisha, Breed Love, a 5 piece and a pepper. We're making it do what it do over here. Shanta 10 with a 5 piece and a pepper. That's how we doing it. Janine Gatewood, fix a flat with a 10 piece and a pepper. Cookie from the Shy even rolled up, y'all, with a 5 piece super sticker. No caption needed. That's what I'm talking about. Inez Martin, baby, holding my back, holding it down with a 5 piece super sticker. No caption needed, because we all know that we are about to fix a fucking flat. Janice Walker with a 5 piece and a pepper. No caption needed. Thank you for trusting me, Queen. Mocha Sis 71 with a 5 piece super sticker. That's how we do it. Kendra with a 5 piece and a pepper says, fine, fix that ungrateful lady's flat tire. Y'all hit the like button so we can amplify the message. Queen Sheba is better than the people she knows. Period, point blank. Natasha Graves coming in. Natasha, yes. I appreciate you, Queen. 10 piece and a pepper. We gonna fix that flat. 1901. I see you, baby. Listen, Tawana, Oppressing Women's Network. 5 piece super sticker, no caption needed, because we know where we're headed with this. We know where we're headed with this. Pam Kelly, don't do me like that, baby. Don't do me like that, baby.
Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
That's funny.
Yes. Renita D with a 5 piece and a pepper towards Wanda's tire. That's what we doing, Miss Wanda. We got $210 for you so far. Audrey C with a 5 piece, no super sticker. Super sticker, no caption needed. It's Tay Tay, a 5 piece and a pepper says, okay, Queen, you got it. Listen, she got it. She got it. We don't want no more excuses. Ty with a 10 piece and a pepper says, fix a flat. Listen, lady sweetness to you. La Wanda's raggedy flat. Sugar Bee 98 and a 5 piece and a pepper super sticker. That's all that's needed. We understand the assignment. Love Key just got in here, and I heard the Queen requests assistance. Go be great, Wanda. Yes, girl. Miss Wanda, spread your wings and fly. Aquarius 1982. A 5 piece super sticker, no caption needed. Brittany Janae, come on in, baby, with a 5 piece and a pepper for the chitlin dressing lady. Ro reacts, I see you. She says, I trust you, Queen. Listen, we finna make some shit happen. Because if you gonna come on the internet and talk shit, you gotta look good. And that starts with your product and your merchandise. So we want to put you in a position to win, Miss Wanda. Irene Bay, a 5 piece and a pepper. I had to conquer my lower self. Ooh, I love it. Fix that damn flat. Listen, Fly Girl Speaks with a 5 piece and a pepper. She says, I'm donating for a mouth muzzle. Oh. Listen, J28T says, love. 5 piece and a pepper. Love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. Matthew 5-4. Girl, that's a word. That could preach. Cookie from the Shot came back, Miss Wanda, with a 5 piece and a pepper. She said, Tisha is Wanda. I thought everyone knew that. Samantha came back and spun the damn block. Listen, she said, don't be spectacular. Don't be what? Spectatious. Come out like the video. I know that's right. Captain Venus with a 5 piece and a pepper said, God dang. Toot Latrice, my moderator, standing on business, giving it up, baby. A 5 piece and a pepper. She says, maybe the devil will start to wear Prada this donation. I don't know. All I know is we're going to get them damn potatoes out the door. We done gave you a list, Miss Wanda, of 5 staple potatoes that you can serve up. Dark and Lovely with a 5 piece and a pepper. She says, only for you, Queen Sheba. Let's go. Mama V with a 5 piece and a pepper. Fix a flat. Listen, Nikki, news on narcissism. 5 piece and a pepper for the potatoes. Arlene, we appreciate your donation, Queen. Renita D, standing on business. Much love and respect for you, Queen Sheba. Side Eye Sage with a 10 piece and a pepper. Queen the chat is saying the tires are fixed. Can we get her speech therapy or hooked on phonics? Listen, she needs to contact me. Miss Wanda, contact me. We got a donation for you. Behind the scenes, you can reach out to me on Instagram. Listen, Betty Boop, I'm late, but here's still ever. But here's still ever. Need to fix a flat. Okay, Dana Keys, we appreciate your 5 piece and a pepper, honey. Debbie even coming in to help fix a flat only for you, Queen Sheba. God bless. Miss Wanda, we finna make sure you looking good, girl. the network specialist, 5-piece and a pepper standing with the palace. Wanda's fun. Listen, fix a damn flat. I know that's right, T. Lee. Nisa Najib says fix a flat on Chitlin Wagon. Listen, damn. Terry T. Baby, for life. Listen, girl. It ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. LSW with a 5-piece and a pepper late. Help her get that flat fix. Listen, in that yard mode. Kendra with a 10-piece and a pepper. That's it. If she was serious about this alleged business, a truck wouldn't stop her. She would have loaded her car and used a table. Watch the excuses shift. This is for you, Queen Sheba. Listen, we done our part, Miss Wanda, over here in the palace, girl. All you got to do is reach out and touch someone. That's me. That's me. Miss D with a 5-piece and a pepper says, I definitely got a crazy problem. All right. We appreciate all of your donations. I think, Miss Wanda, we probably have worked our way up to between $250 and $265. Get at me, gal. Get at me behind the scenes so we can go ahead and help you. All right. Palace, what are your thoughts before we switch topics? That was a hell of a donation pot. What are your thoughts? Not Palace, panel.
Wanda, go get that flat fixed. If you don't fix that flat, we know you full of it. And I said what I said.
All right. Anybody else?
The generous queen has spoken. I always say, Queen, you're the generous queen. And you have spoken and given us a teachable moment. Wanda, you better get that tire fixed.
Yep. And if the tire is fixed, don't worry. Me and Miss Wanda will work out what she needs next for a food truck. We need, okay, you know what you need? A menu. You need a menu, Miss Wanda. And I said what I said. You need a bona fide menu. But we're going to make sure all of this money go towards the business, period, point blank. All right, y'all? Trust me. I ain't just handing over money. Come on now.
A queen, make sure you tell them when they do the seafood potato to cut the crab and crawfish meat up in it. Don't just lay a crab leg and a crawfish on top of the potato.
Well, I'm not sure she can start with crab yet, which is why we said shrimp and crawfish.
Well, she'll just lay the crawfish, whole crawfish on top. She's done that. Tell her to cut the meat up in it.
Sexy RN says she doesn't have children or a son-in-law to help. No, it ain't about that. We operate and we vibrating a little bit higher. I'll explain it later. Yes. Samantha, welcome. What are your thoughts? Saturday morning, I said what I said.
Good morning, Queen and Palace and mods. Thank you for letting me up. I just want to say, I don't want to hear out of Wanda's mouth that the meters ain't do nothing for you. I don't want to hear it. Matter of fact, I want an apology. And I said what I said.
Listen. Listen. Now, mind you, let me say this. Miss Wanda didn't ask me for nothing. As a matter of fact, anybody that we've raised money for ain't never asked us for nothing. Now, Miss Wanda, I hesitate to say I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart. I don't think I'm not good. I'm just showing you how to show up when you start challenging people that have their shit together. It's chess, not checkers. You got to be able to operate in the same arena. So we want to equal the playing field. Okay. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I said what I said. And Palace, you stood on business today, honey. Liver Sally. What that mean, Don? Chef Don say liver Sally. All right, y'all. I need y'all to come up with 5 potatoes for Miss Wanda. 5 flavors you would like to see her serve up on the food truck. Would you buy a garlic butter potato? Yes or no, panel?
I would buy one.
That's it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Miss Natty, we can't do good and then tear her up. I know you finna go with it.
She got to wash her hands and not in chilling water.
I'd make my own.
Y'all help. Would y'all buy? Okay. Would you buy a garlic butter potato from a potato food truck? Anybody? Yes. Micah, thank you, Mike. Micah, yes. Okay, I see some yeses. Anybody else on the palace? Garlic butter, would that be a good flavor? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yes.
Okay. Meat lovers. Is that too vague?
I will buy that.
Okay, what about you in the chat? I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help on Saturday morning. I said what I had. Okay. Okay. Even if it's not Wanda's, take Wanda out the equation. Would you buy it? Yes or no? Y'all making it too difficult to move on. Yes,
Yes,
or
I bought
no?
meat lovers. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so y'all would do meat lovers. Okay. Meat lovers. So we got 2 for you, Miss Wanda. Give me one more in the chat. One more. Give me seafood. Seafood, meat lovers, and garlic butter. Does that
Yeah.
sound like
Or
3
cheese
staple items?
potato. Or cheese. 3 cheese.
Oh, 3 cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Wanda, we got you rolling. I got 4 for you to work off of. That's a staple menu. That's going to lower your supplies where you buy the same stuff over and over and over. Potatoes are very, very, very inexpensive. Okay. I see Kia says garlic butter, chili cheese, and barbecue. I kind of like the chili. Okay, she can do chili cheese.
Yeah, that sounds good too.
I think you should do chili cheese in the winter. And
A
then
loaded
cheese
baked
in the
potato.
summer. What y'all think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. A loaded baked potato would be good.
Instead of meat
Yes.
lovers?
Yeah, you can get the
Okay,
broccoli.
let's load it. Okay, welcome back, Kicking It with Courtney.
Hey, I had to jump on my computer because my phone keeps ringing and it knocks me out. So I'm on my computer.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, we thinking of, okay, so we got, y'all, we need to make the top 3 potatoes for her. We helping you, Miss Wanda. They saying slow the chat down. It's going too fast. Listen, that's what it does over here. Okay, they say add chives. Would y'all eat chives to the
Yes.
garlic butter?
Mm-hmm.
Chive and garlic butter. Okay, Miss Wanda. So we got your staple 3. We got chive and garlic butter. They say loaded and seafood. Boom. No meat lovers. Okay, no meat lovers. Okay.
I think any kind of meat and seafood is kind of asking for trouble when you're just starting out. Because if somebody gets sick, like if the seafood is not.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think we're done with this segment, and we said what we said. Period. Point blank. He said, "Let me drop the link." Listen, Don, you're gonna have to come up here and explain yourself because I see them faces that you were putting in the chat. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Venus. Venus said, "Okay, here's the list, Miss Wanda. Go ahead and screenshot it: garlic butter, barbecue, vegan, seafood, and number 3 is a 3 cheese potato." All of these are interchangeable throughout the different seasons. If you keep the base, that's a win from the Mellometers over here and the Palace. So thank you. All right. Somebody said Alfredo. I think she needs to work her way up to Alfredo, Kim. We want to keep it real simple. Okay. We want to keep it real simple. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Now we finna shift, y'all. Listen, that was like pulling teeth because y'all was not playing with Miss Wanda today. Listen. I had to get y'all on board. Damn. I had to fight for you, Miss Wanda, over here because they was not feeling you. They was not feeling that food truck. What you done to these people? What you done to these people, Miss Wanda? But listen, let me move on, child, and read the rest of these super chats. Hold on. And we finna go to Judge Mathis, y'all. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it.
You better get to the bed. Don't let them hoes stop your bed. If you got a problem, just know I'ma make you my man. Yeah. Get to the bed. Fuck what they talking about. Get to the bed. Don't worry about it.
Hey.
Don't do it. Don't try it. Don't try it. You a hater.
You a hater.
You gotta get to the bed. Get to the bed.
Let's go, go, Miss Wanda. Let's
Get
go.
to the
Get to the
bag.
bag.
Don't worry about jail. Just get to the bag. Get to the bag. Get to the bag. Get to the bag. Don't worry about jail. Just get to the bag. Get it. Get to the bag. You better get to the bag.
Hey, Don. Hey, get to the
Queen.
bag.
Get to the bag. Queen, I'm going to keep it short. Listen, this is too difficult for Wanda. What are y'all talking about?
Look, we putting it right here at our feet. Listen.
She makes Mackie pie. She's not going to be able to do these potatoes. What are y'all talking about?
Wait a minute. Okay, so Don, where are you located?
I'm in Texas.
Can you help Miss Wanda?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm sure she can find some help. You know, she's a 5-star caterer. You know, she's good.
Okay.
I mean, she's making chocolate and about little turkey legs. So, I mean, you know, she doesn't need my help.
Oh.
She got that thing. Y'all go over there eat them grits meatballs. I'm gone, Queen. I'm gone, Queen.
Wait, hold on, Don. Wait, Don. Hold on. Don, don't. You know what? I'm gonna let you go. Oh, you can't help her with the. I mean, we got the four flavors, the 5. Can you maybe if I do a conference call, you can kind of give her the main ingredients once we get the flat tire fixed? Don, you there? Don.
I'm here. I don't have
Hello.
nothing. I don't have anything for Wanda Jean. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Oh shit! Hold on. Wait a minute.
She good with her big bass over there. She good.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, Palace, y'all are showing up and showing out. Sharon W., welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on? Come on, Sharon. You on mute? Help Don out.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, you had to dig deep for me to get to Wanda. So I'm just saying this. Everybody need help. Everybody need guidance. And they start off a new job. So I'm gonna say this to myself is that I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and stand on what I said.
Did you give her $5?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, Wanda, see, we believe in you. Listen, I'm for real. I think with the right energy behind her, we can turn this thing around. I'm for real. Now, Miss Wanda, we done raised about, let me look. I think we might be at 275. I'm gonna go ahead and say 300, Miss Wanda, to get you started. That'll get about, I'm gonna say 300, at least 10 sacks of potatoes. Hold on, you know what? I'm not gonna play with y'all. Kim, y'all. Hold on, Kim. Welcome, Kim. They leaving me up here by myself. Kim, you're on mute. You gotta unmute your microphone. You gotta unmute it. I can't do it. Okay, she dropping down. Okay, you see how everybody on mute on my panel? Ain't nobody helping me. Okay, we got about 10 sack of potatoes, right? We're gonna fix the tire. If the tire don't need to be fixed, we're gonna get about 10 sack of potatoes. I think we can get her off to a strong run. If the tire is already fixed, 10 sack of potatoes, get the ingredients. If Marcel and Tisha can cover the gas, the Palace then covered everything else. And if Marcel and Tisha can cover the gas, that'll give her a full day of 8 hours of potatoes. And Miss Wanda, that's gonna put you ahead of the game because you're not in a hole. We done sponsored a little bit for you to go ahead and make your first round in Bessemer. And whatever you make that day, you bring the truck on over to Huntsville. You see what I'm saying? And then you go live. Come on, Kim, help me out. You got to come off mute. You still on mute. You gotta, Kim. You gotta. Let's do a mic check, Kim. You gotta hit your micro. Okay, so are you? What you want to do is look at the microphone and click like you're gonna hit mute. It's gonna unmute you, Kim, on your phone. And all right, Kim got to work out the mute part. All right, somebody says she has to put her logo on the truck. What's the logo? It can't be called Show Enough, Miss Wanda. Can we work with that? I can help you work with that from a product perspective. So when Miss Wanda reaches out to me, I'm gonna help her come up with a better name for them potatoes. Panel, what are your thoughts?
Queen. Tisha got to get another loan for some gas. It's gonna take a minute for that to get approved. She got too many.
Oh. Okay.
I have a question. I'm on
okay. Who's that? I have a question.
Words do matter.
Go ahead.
I was on mute because I didn't want to be laughing out loud and then the dogs be barking. But the thing is, do you remember there was a scene where Marcel and Tisha were trying to partner with a vegan food truck company and they had them in their parking lot, in Black's parking lot? Why didn't they do that for Wanda? They could have put Black's logo on her truck and parked her in their parking lot. Why didn't they do that?
I don't know. You're going to have to ask them. But all I know is what we doing. We going to get the tire fixed. We got about 10 sacks of potatoes. We got the menu. Somebody say call it potato head. I think I like potato head.
Another thing is, this from Sharon W. What she can do is make a list of all the events that go on in the area that she live in, and see what cost for her truck could go to. You know, there used to be a fee, so she can go and look at these different events that actually legit, and she can register her.
You don't want to keep it simple,
huh?
You don't want to keep it simple for her?
It is simple, and don't do. I said one simple thing is go to the look at the events locally in her area, and she pay her fee. I know how much it is. I know I don't know how much the fee is for the put your truck there, and that's how she'll start out doing her her food. That's one of the reasons. One of the things.
Okay. We want to get the tire fixed first.
Oh yeah, I assume that all that's done.
Yeah. Well, we don't. I need to talk to her first. So far as hearsay. Let me talk to her.
Okay.
So we got to get the tire fixed. If the tire's already fixed, we got the 5 names. We're gonna sponsor 10 sacks of potatoes and enough to let her go around Bessemer for about 8 hours on a Saturday. Essence.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Queen, listen. She make barbecue off of a Target cart. She need to get that money and go take some food classes, get a proper license. She don't need to be selling nobody no dusty potatoes and get people sick. She need to go take a class. She need to go get a certificate before all these ideas about these potatoes.
Can you damn Shay said
do not care.
I'm just saying.
We do not care.
Damn, Shay came in hard and she said what she said. Thank you, Shay. Oh, y'all are not playing today. Well, Miss Wanda, that's all we got for you today. We really try to work it out for you. But they did come up with 2 names for you, Miss Wanda, and I really like them. I really do. I like Potato Head. I'm not trying to be funny. I like Potato Head. And somebody say potatoes in a box. Oh, potatoes out the box. What if you started potatoes in a cute box? A little brown box. What y'all think? Potatoes in a box.
That'd be cute.
That would be real cute.
That
Okay, let
would
me
be
stop. Miss Wanda, if you in the bushes, come on up. We're not gonna curse you out. We're not gonna do you like you do us. Come on up here and tell us what you think, Miss Wanda, about the potatoes and box or potato head.
Be careful potato head because that's going to be licensed.
I
You know,
like potato head.
Yeah, but Mr. Potato Head, you be careful with that. You be careful with that. You know, could be licensed and all kind of copyright and all that stuff. So be careful with that.
well, you know they
Oh,
like to steal names of other people. They like to do that.
Yeah.
she could call it Mrs. Potato Head.
Queen, you giving her too much to think about at one time.
Listen, I'm having a good time.
Can you hear me?
And there is a
But we
Mr.
have to
Potato Head
give it
too.
to
Can you
we
hear
Hold
me?
on,
have to give it to Wanda in
hold on,
doses.
Kim.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on. Let me let Kim go. Y'all got me laughing. Go ahead, Kim.
Can you hear me, Queen Sheba?
Yes, ma'am. Turn off whatever's in the background. Can you hear us? Can you hear
Yes, I
us?
can hear you fine.
Okay, go ahead.
I can hear you just fine. The only thing that I want to say is, first of all, thank you, Queen Sheba. I adore you. Well, thank you, chat. The only thing I want to say is Chef Dun Dun is right. You can't expect a person like her to accept or, well, basically, I'll say it like this: a simple person has to have simple things. And I said what I said.
All right. I understand it. And I think there's some people in the chat that agree with you, Kim. Somebody even said, I don't like it. Uh, y'all are what they say, y'all are rewarding bad behavior. Listen, let me cook. Y'all gotta let me cook. Maybe this is y'all's first time over here. I know what, not you, Kim, but some people say we're rewarding bad behavior by we giving her a whole business plan. Let me tell you something. I don't sell potatoes. So it's not like I'm giving her my business plan or your business plan. It takes a village sometimes to get in there and help people that are stuck. This ain't for me, I'm having a good time, baby. I ain't gonna lose no sleep tonight.
No, Queen
To the
Sheba, I understand the assignment, but does she understand the assignment? It's going to take a minute for her to get this.
You know
Marcel
what?
understand the assignment.
Meaning,
Marcel gonna help her. Marcel more likely gonna help her.
but you gotta
You
want,
have
you
to
gotta
be
want help,
patient.
and I don't think she's.
You don't got.
Yeah.
I think she gonna get mad
I don't
and she gonna
care.
make a video.
It won't be the first one. It won't be the first. It
Well,
ain't
I
got
said
nothing.
what
Listen.
I
Yeah,
said
Kim.
what I said, Queen Sheba. Simple things for simple people.
I got you. I got you, baby. And I appreciate you. I do. And everybody's opinion is welcome. Everybody, like, I love it. The different thought processes and how everybody's sharing. They think, no, yeah, da, da, da. You know what? We having a good time. That's what we do. And Debbie, welcome.
Hello, panel. Hello, Queen
Hey,
Sheba.
girl.
I just want to say thank you and thank the palace for all that they've done for me. And you know, I did this for you, but I know it's a lesson that you're teaching. It's not, even though we don't like her or disagree with what she does, the lesson is to help another Black woman any way we can without judgment. That's the lesson that I'm learning from you from this. And I just want to thank you because this is teaching. This is what Michelle Obama was talking about. When people go low, you go high. Is that? This is the lesson that I'm getting from you. I hope I got the assignment right. And thank the palace. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. I appreciate it. Thank you, palace. And thank you for the lessons that you're teaching. Thank you so much, Queen Sheba. God
Thank you,
bless
Aunt
you.
Debbie. Thank you. We love you. Absolutely. We love you. And I hope you're having a good time. But before you go, Aunt Debbie, I got one question for you. It's either or. Which one do you like? Either potato head or potatoes in a box? Potato in a box.
I can't with the potato head.
Potato
Which
in
one?
the box.
Potato in a box?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Okay. Look, advocate for injustice. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
I want to say that I think that's a very nice gesture what we're doing. And sometimes you have to do good with even though a person is being evil, you just have to do good and it'll come back to you and you'll be truly blessed. And I think a potato in a box would be good because it sounds clean.
Potato in the box, Miss Wanda. Okay. Like, can we get a vote? I need a vote in the chat. Actually, hold on. Let me go to the live stream. I need the vote to be technical. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to do a poll, y'all. We're gonna make this fun. Hold on. Let me end this poll. This poll. And we're gonna spend 15 minutes on Judge Mathis and we out of here. Hold on. So if you want to come up for the Judge Mathis conversation, please feel free to. Let's start a new poll. Start a poll. Close this poll. How do I close the poll? Give me 1 second. Oh man. Hold on, y'all. End poll. In the poll. Okay, here's the new poll. I'm about to put it in the chat. I need you to vote. Damn. I need to end the poll. I don't know how to end the poll. Start a poll. Hold on. Don't vote yet. It won't let me end it. Hold on, y'all. Please bear with me because I'm being challenged with what is it called? Technology. So let me put it up here real quick. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna vote on the name. And thank you, Advocate for Injustice. You saw it says in poll. Okay. Did it in the poll? Is the other poll gone in the chat? I like Potato Head. Okay, somebody got a little bit of, let's see, hold on. All right, we're going to put the poll up real quick. Miss Wanda, we're going to make sure you straight. We finna make sure you straight, girl. Hold on. I'm about to drop the poll. You got to work with me for 1 second, y'all. Panel, which one do y'all like? Potato Head? Hold on, y'all. I want y'all to vote. I'm finna put it up here. Start a poll. All right, here we go. Wanda's food truck should be called, are we calling it Potato Head? Potato Head. That is hilarious. Or potatoes in a box. In a box. All right. Start the poll. There you go. Y'all can vote now. Panel, I'm going to start with you, Aunt Natty. Which one you voting for? Okay, hold on. I think I got one more name that came through. Okay, Aunt Natty, which one? You want to go with Potato Head or look, y'all, should we say taters in a box or potato in a box?
Taters in a box.
Taters in a box. Okay. Taters in a box. What you think words do matter?
I'll go with the taters in a box. I can't do potato head. That's just too hilarious for me.
Okay. Taters in a box. Aunt Debbie, potato head or taters in a box?
Taters in the box.
Okay. Advocate for Injustice. Which one you going with? Potato head?
Taters in a box.
Taters in a box. Okay. Listen, let's shift to our super chats, and then we're gonna go to the poll results and see what the votes are. And I was going to talk about Judge Mathis today, but we're kind of like at an hour and 15. Do y'all want to talk about Judge Mathis and that divorce and the reason they're divorcing, or leave it alone?
We can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah.
Okay. We'll spend about 10 minutes to talk about it, and I'll get y'all's take. After 39 years of marriage, why would you leave? Woo! We gonna talk about it. The lady said we gonna talk about it, so we are going to talk about it. Give me 1 second, everybody. We finna acknowledge these super chats. I really appreciate y'all having a good time with me and blessing Miss Wanda.
You get it through your thick skull that I'm broke. Dead, flat, stony broke. See? I've got $3.85 in my purse.
Oh no. Got too many people watching me. Bye.
All right, all right.
And you didn't go through the
RN. Sexy RN with a 5-piece and a pepper says, I cannot help Wanda poison people. Wash those darn hands. Listen, we appreciate you, Sexy RN. And she came back, y'all, with her generosity, and she gifted 5 Queen Sheba Darling memberships. I will see you behind the wall tomorrow for Sunday sessions. To all of you new members, Advocate for Injustice coming in hot, hot, hot. With a 5-piece and a pepper for Wanda. For Wanda, 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 Wanda. Betty Boop Robinson with a 5-piece super sticker. No caption needed, baby, because we standing on business. Thank you, Alicia. With a 5-piece super sticker. No caption needed, because y'all already know where we headed. To greatness. Brenda with a 2-piece and a pepper. She said, bless Miss Wanda. A Mama Dama with a 5-piece super sticker. No caption needed, because we standing on business. Sexy RN. Come on, nurse. With a 10-piece and a pepper. Cooking is not Wanda's ministry. She loves social media. She should focus on that. Kendra with a 2-piece and a pepper. She says she needs to shout out the Palace as a sponsor. Listen, we got to crawl before we walk now. We got to crawl before we walk. We might be asking too much of her. Teresa Wright with a 5-piece super sticker. No caption needed, because we are standing on business. In the words of Full Scrappy. Side-eye Sage, 7-piece. I mean, with the, sorry, with a 2-piece and a pepper. She said, self-serve food handler certificate first. I'm going to ask her if she got it. All right. Love my mama with a 2-piece and a pepper. Hey, Queen, you are crafty as hell. Listen. Thank you. You follow me. You follow me. Kendra with a 5-piece and a pepper. She says, we've proven that people don't like her, want better for her than the people around her. Come on, girl. Say it again. Say it again. Listen. You know what? Hold on. What'd you say? We are proving that the people that don't care for her actually want better for her than the people that are around her. You are only as good as the people in your circle. Natasha Graves with a 5-piece and a pepper came back, honey. She says, Queen Sheba, remember, when you know better, you do better. Lead by example, for she will either bend to wisdom or break under the weight of ignorance, and it would be her own and not ours. Listen, Real Talk with Grace and Mercy with a 5-piece and a pepper says, I stand with you, Queen. I appreciate each and every one of you for pulling up today, y'all. This is magnificent in so many ways. And you know what? I hope the best for Miss Wanda and her business. I don't take Miss Wanda serious, and I don't think y'all should. When she gets on there acting a fool, she's only doing what she know how to do. But listen, we ain't gonna lose no sleep over doing a good deed. That's small to a giant. And with that being said, Miss Wanda, here's the final flavors: garlic butter with chives, barbecue, vegan, seafood, and 3 cheese. All right, everybody. Whoo, that was a lot. That was a lot. Fly Girl Speaks says potatoes on wheels. That sounds like a disabled potato. I don't know, Fly Girl Speaks. That sounds like a food truck that's broken. Potatoes on wheels. I don't know. Listen, I see that one. That's hilarious. All right. So we're moving on. Judge Mathis, his wife, Dawn, Chef Dawn, you caught it. Listen, his wife filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. And before I get into that, let me see. 70% of you, wait a minute, it's going 72, it's fluctuating. God, the chat is moving. Oh my God. I see why y'all said slow it down. Okay, it's going down. It was 73%, but now we're at 69% has voted. Taters in a box, Miss Wanda. So they want you to call taters in a box. 32% of you have voted potato head. I want somebody to screenshot this and send it to her so she don't think we lying. Okay? Receipts. So most of the people, now Miss Wanda, you need to listen to your people. They want you to call it taters in a box. I like potato head, me personally. I'm finna end the poll in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, and in 1. The numbers have greatly shifted. We're now at 67% taters in the box, 33% potato head. Potato head. The poll has ended. I hope somebody was able to screenshot it for me. Earlier, I did a screenshot. And my question to you all, we're going to shift topics real quick. We're going to go to Judge Mathis, y'all. After 39 years of marriage, his wife Linda said, I've had enough. And she filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. I've seen so many different viewpoints on this. Some people said social media is shit. After 39 years, you may as well stay. Would you leave a marriage after 39 years? Pause. Before you answer, everybody pause. Would you leave a marriage after 39 years? And I put this poll in the chat. 562 votes. Are y'all ready for the results? Panel.
Yes.
Okay. Chat. Okay, y'all ready? There were over 562 votes. And the question is, would you leave a marriage after 39 years? There were 3 choices. 86% of you voted yes, time does not matter. 88%, I'm sorry, 86. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute y'all up real quick because we got a little bit of feedback. Everybody mute up for me real quick. All right, there we go. 562 votes, 86% says yes, I would leave a marriage after 39 years because time does not matter. 8% says nope, I was trained to stay. 6% voted marriage. Girl, what is that? I'm going to start with you, Sharon. Yes, I would leave because time does not matter. Nope, I was trained to stay through thick and thin, to death do us part. Marriage, girl, what is that? What you rolling with?
Mine is go. And only reason I say go because no part, I don't like the way it ended. Because I will go because I can move on. But I don't plan to remarry.
Okay, so you would you leave a marriage? You're saying yes.
I have to yes to do the answer. Yes.
Okay, Sharon says yes. Let me go to words do matter. Would you leave a marriage after 39 years?
Definitely. We don't know what happened, what occurred. Maybe she just found something out that's been going on for a number of years. She didn't know about it. Or maybe she just didn't like that mofo for the last 20 years and she was waiting for her children to get grown. But yeah, I would do it.
All right, let's go to Aunt Natty. After 39 years of marriage, age 64 years old, you wake up today and you say, I'm leaving, I'm staying, or I'm going. What you doing, Aunt Natty?
I would leave if I wasn't happy. My peace and happiness is more than anything.
Ooh, okay. So far, we 3 for 0. The women said, I'm out. If I'm not happy, I'm out. No, serious. Crowd, I know y'all don't like to hear that, but that's where we are. Advocate for injustice. Where you at? 39 years of marriage. Would you leave?
Absolutely.
Ooh. You want to elaborate? Or you just want to leave it like that?
I don't mind elaborating. Because I've been married. I'm on my second marriage. My first marriage lasted almost 8.5 years. I was kind of young when I got married, so I thought that was a long time, because I was younger. But I left that marriage because of disrespect, just cheating, things like that. But I'm on my second marriage, and we've been married 34 years. And I would do it again if I have to. With my my second husband, he treats me like we still just met yesterday. I mean, he is just still, we give each other butterflies still. So, but if you get to the point where you're disrespecting me or not treating me right or cheating, I will walk on away, because one thing we should not do is leave this world unhappy.
Oh, okay.
And
Very
I
good
said what I
insight.
said.
Oh, you better hope he ain't listening, child.
It's okay. He right here. He don't mind. He knows it. He
Okay,
stays
he
on the
know.
coast.
Okay. All right, sir.
He
You better
knows.
kicking it with Courtney. But actually, let me go to words do matter. I'm gonna come back to Courtney. Words do matter. 39 years of marriage. Would you stay? Yeah. Time doesn't, I mean, would you leave? Is your answer yes? Is your answer no? Or girl,
No,
what is
I, I would leave. I've been divorced twice. The last relationship I wasn't married, but I was with him for 25 years, and I left and moved to a whole different state. Like the
mm,
previous caller said, disrespect devalues you as a person. You feel unseen. You're not protected. Yes, absolutely. And I'm happier, much happier for it.
how long was the first relationship? You said it was two of them. The second
I
one was
was I
25
was
years.
I was a child. My mother made me get married at 17,
Mhm.
and I ended up with two children in that marriage. And I divorced him at 23. And then I was having fun, and I married a man who I knew was a fool, but the sex was good. And then I
Oh,
got tired of that for maybe like, I think I was married to him for maybe till I was 36, from 23 to 36.
okay. So
Yeah.
wait a minute. Is sex good enough to make you stay?
If you're
Generally?
just having fun. My second marriage, I was just having fun. I was young, partying, free from the shackles of the first marriage, and he was a fun guy. But then I
Okay.
woke up one day and said, I cannot tell my children not to do the things that he's doing, and I left.
Okay. Y'all still friends?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm friends with all of them.
They remarried?
One of my first husband remarried twice, and he's divorced, and
Okay.
he retired to Alabama. I retired to Florida. He still sends me texts. He texted me one time and said, "When we gonna put the family back together?" I'm like, "Are
Oh,
you out your damn mind? Like, really?"
girl, bring that man on the cruise.
He was in the military, and he was the a big old hoe. So, not
He was a hoe?
a big hoe. Most of 90% of the men on military bases are hoes, and the man that I was in a 25-year relationship with, he was a detective. And
Mhm.
he had been a correction officer. They some of the biggest hoes too.
Damn.
I don't know what it is with men in uniforms, but women just throw themselves at their feet.
Okay, would you let him take you on a date?
Who? Any one of the previous men?
The hoe.
A hoe? It
The
depends.
hoe.
If I wanted to hang out with a hoe, yeah.
No, that one, the one you talking about. You say he been calling and texting.
Oh, the first husband? No,
Yeah.
because he was, and I'm gonna say what Trisha said. He was a mister, but he wasn't hitting me because I was like, that's something I wouldn't take. We going down together. We gonna hit each other. Okay, we gonna beat each other down in the dirt. So
Mm,
no, I would never
take him back.
go anywhere with him. And my children, for a long time, they didn't understand why I wasn't with their father. He's an educated man. He's a prosperous man. But they didn't know what we went through because as they were young when we separated,
I
and I
got
had
you.
to, yeah. So I said they would get to know him by being around him, and that's exactly what happened.
So the first guy was a hoe.
I would say all of them was a hoe. The last one was a reformed hoe. So
Well,
he
how many
claimed he
of
was
them? You said all of them.
because they were in
Hold on now.
they were in professions where they could do that, you
Mhm.
know. So yeah, I was, but the last one for 25 years, he claimed he wasn't a hoe.
Mm.
But I had a sense, he claimed that he was a reform hoe, that he wasn't doing that no more. But I had a sense in the last, say, 5 years of our relationship that he had went back to his hoeing way.
Damn.
Because I was done with him. So I wasn't mad at him. I'm like, okay, it
Mhm.
is what it is.
But you wouldn't let any of them take you to dinner.
If I could meet him there and have dinner and go on about my damn business, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That was good. Oh, thank you. Words do matter.
Yeah. And I'm talkative. That's the name. Sometimes I come up as talkative. Sometimes I come up as
Oh,
wordsy.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome
Today
back.
it just came up as words be mad. I don't know why it does that,
You
but
know what? We should have did this show on a Saturday night because it's good as hell today, ain't it, y'all?
it is good. Yeah, it is.
Let me see what Courtney talking about.
Run
If
it
she
back,
gonna leave
Queen.
today.
Run it back Saturday night. Run it back.
Listen. I might have to come in on Saturday nights. What I said. Get a couple of cocktails and let y'all just go at it. Courtney,
Yes, ma'am.
39 years of marriage,
I'm gone.
64 years of age. He got money, 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 money comes to me. You wake up one day. Would you stay? Would you
And
go?
I'm gonna take some of that money, money come to me with me.
So you out of here. You out of here.
I don't care if it's 50 years. Ladies, always know that you can reclaim your time at any point in your life. You do not have to stay stuck. You do not have to stay stagnant. And men as well. This, ladies and men. You don't have to stay stuck, stagnant, unhappy for anybody. If at 39 years y'all still can't figure it out, deuces, peace. Let's go our separate ways and reclaim our time.
I love you.
Yeah.
You know what? I like what you said. Ladies, it don't matter. You can always reclaim your time.
Always, always. And divorce, it's not the stigma. It's okay. Being single, like I was saying this yesterday, you can always rediscover yourself, the things that you like to do. Start back pouring into yourself. And sometimes you get so used to pouring into other people, you forget to do the things that you like. It's never too late. It's never too late to say, you know what? I like this. This makes me feel good. This no longer serves me. And it's okay. It's okay.
I agree, Courtney, 100%. I'm much, much, much more happier. Yeah.
Me too. I mean, but I didn't have the best, when I was married, I didn't have the best relationship, but I do believe in love. I'm an advocate for love and, fighting through the things that you can fight through. But if it's to a point where you can no longer say, I can pour into this situation, or if nothing is being fixed, we're still going through the same cycles, then absolutely make sure that you are being true to yourself, because who wants to go out unhappy? I don't. I want to go out with a smile on my face.
Okay. All right. That seems to be the consensus in the chat. But let's hold on. Advocate for injustice. Did we get to you?
Yes, I said
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Debbie. So far we got 4-0. 4-0. Debbie, would you stay? Would you go? Or girl, what's marriage?
I'm leaving after 39 years. People evolve, they change. And if the marriage no longer serves or benefits me, then I'm out. I'm out.
And she said what she said. She said
And
what
I
she
said
said. She
what I
said she
said.
out.
Out. See, I left a man after 3 days. So, 39.
Oh, not 3 days.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. What'd he do?
He did too much. First of all, I found out he was cheating. Then
In
he
3
had
days?
all these rules for me once we got married and telling me what I got to do. And it was like I was going to be his slave. And that wasn't going to work for me because I'm not that type of woman. You can't control me. You're not going to manage me. You're not going to treat me like I'm your child. I didn't like it. I went to work. When I came back, I never came back home.
Was he cheating with Miss Sheila?
I don't know who he was cheating with. I didn't even care. And it wasn't about the cheating. It was about, I just figured this wasn't for me. And to me, he looked better going than he did coming.
Okay.
So I went to work and just never came back home. I came back about 9 months later, got my furniture, my clothes, and I moved on.
He was still there 9 months later?
He was still there. He was still there. He was still with whoever he was with because I didn't know. I didn't care. I got my stuff and I left. No harm, no foul.
Oh, she don't play.
And I don't come back and I don't go back. You're an ex for a reason and you're going to stay that way.
3
'Cause
days.
3 days I was gone.
I'll tell y'all why cheating is so important to your health. My
Why
mother's
it's important or detrimental?
is detrimental because my mother's ovaries burst in her doctor's hands during an emergency surgery to remove them because she had gonorrhea and did not know it.
Oh, damn.
Gonorrhea can go up in your body and live in your body and you don't even know it. So if he had given her gonorrhea, my stepfather had gotten treatment for it and didn't
Mm-mm-mm.
tell her because he didn't want her to leave him. But she almost
Damn.
died. She almost died. So if a man will cheat on you and not protect you, that can be detrimental to a woman's health. It's too much out there. And nowadays diseases out there you catching and you can never heal from. So cheating to me is a big deal. It's a huge.
Damn.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And
Oh,
especially when they cheat, when they work like on a naval base, or like the lady said, the military,
Yeah.
and they working with people, men and women. They got things going around. They cheating with everybody,
Yep.
and I didn't want
It's
to
a
be a part
game.
of that. And I'm not gonna let a man. I'm not gonna let a man tell me what to do and what I can't do and how to do it. And I'm gonna be a slave for you, cause that's not a marriage to me. I'm not gonna put up with your mess. I'm gonna show you the deuces and the dope, and I'll be gone.
I
Yeah.
And
know
I
that.
don't look back.
And Deb, you need to sell t-shirts, say 3 days.
Yeah.
We need
That's,
to get these shirts out. 3 days.
that's
Only women
funny.
know what it means. That's like a call to action. 3 days, ladies. Either we in or we out.
3 days deuces. That's right.
Listen, Nina, what's your thoughts? Glam Rocks, you're up next.
Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. I'm sorry, I slept a little late.
That's all
Good
right.
afternoon, Queen. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon, chat in the Palace family. Love y'all. Love you guys. Look, over my lifetime, I could have been married, but I never have been, and I do have children. But my main thing about a relationship, first of all, I'm going to leave. I'm not staying because my I can't wear that shoe. It don't fit. I'm a size 8. Don't put me in a size 6. It's not going to work. Even if I try, even if I say, well, let me, maybe my standards are too high, or maybe if I question what I want, I can't stay. But at this time right now, communication is the key to me. And for example, please tell me if I'm wrong. It won't matter, but because I can't help it. Um, I was talking to a friend. They've been a year long. We've been friends for a while. And there was someone in the past. Are someone that I dealt with in the past. So we kind
Mhm.
of reconnected and we were talking. So my antennae was already up because his wife passed away. So truly, my heart went out to him, and I'm like, wow, how are you? You know,
Mhm.
that type of thing, and in a genuine way. But first of all, I don't have no consoling kitty cat. I don't have no, I feel sorry for you, kitty. I can't console you like that. But the thing about it was when
How
it
did he
came
get to
down,
Kitty Cat though?
huh?
How did he get to Kitty Cat?
Because he's a person that he's not like a major hoey, but he's particular. So
Mm.
men that you have been friends with or maybe have had a past with, they think they can just ease into your zone without really dating you or treating you a certain way because of we already have established the past. No, first of all, that's a no. All right. So already that's why my antennae went up. And I can console and be your friend and talk to you, but still, as a woman, if you want to step to me, you need to step to me correctly. I don't care what went on in the past.
Hold
I still
on,
have.
Nina. I want to make sure we following you. So in between you consoling him, you picked up on he wanted some
He was
Kitty Cat.
horny. He was horny.
Oh, okay. And
Okay,
mourning his
so
wife.
yeah, he was sad. I mean, it's been it hadn't been a really long time, but he was still sad, right?
Mm.
So He was like, I'm a widower now. And then I don't know what made me, I just felt like he wanted to connect with me because he needed to see a friendly smile, a friendly face, but he really needed a companionship of sleeping with someone.
Okay.
And the thing about that for me is you can be there for someone and lift them up. And then once they're out of that funk, they don't need you. It's like a bounce. You like the not what is it? The bounce back girl or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing about it is for me, when I was communicating with him, we had bumped into each other one night at a party. So he tried to use the party as this not our date. We just bumped into each other. And I was saying, you know, I keep my grandbabies with me 100% of the time. And he was like, so you got a babysitter. That don't mean you really have to go home. I said, oh, no, my intent is to go home. You know, so I guess he was going to use that to guide me over to his way. Okay, well, we got along pretty good that night, but I went home as I said I was because I don't play.
Hold
So,
on. Home from where?
was the party.
Okay, got you,
We were
got you.
still at the party. So we had
Got it.
discussed, and I was just saying, yeah, you know, the baby's at home. I got, you know, they're at home. You know, I can leave when I get ready. And he was like, well, since you got a babysitter, that don't mean you really got to go home. As in, you know, I could kick it with him after the party. And I was like, no, no. My intent is to go home because I already kind of felt like you were trying to get me there in an easy way. And I'm not easy. You okay? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. It's just a certain way you got to approach me. But the thing is, what really got me was when we were just having a general conversation over the phone. And I was saying something, the conversation wasn't really intense, but you, as you can see, I'm a talker. I love to communicate and have conversations. So if someone says, don't talk no more, or you can't say what you're getting ready to say, that's an offense for me. Do
What
not
did
try
he
to
say?
control. He was just telling me, don't talk, don't say what you're getting ready to say. And it wasn't really serious. It wasn't like we were in an argument or anything. It was just a general conversation. But he was trying to tell me what to say or what not to say with no reason as to why. It was just to control what was coming out of my mouth. Right.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, we kind of went a little bit back and forth about it. And I said, well, you know what? I'll just talk to you later. I just kind of ended the conversation because my trigger is this: do not stifle me. I need a man that has patience. And whatever I have to say, it may not be important to you. You may just say, well, I'm just listening, you know, because I'm being courteous or whatever. But don't tell me not to talk. Please do not do that. Don't, because that lets me know, what if we're in a serious conversation? How are you going to act? And like at the party, I remember him saying something about me, but we are addressing my, whatever I say comes out of my mouth. We'll address that later. I'm not, you got to listen to those first few conversations about a person and how they communicate. You know, some men will try to control what's coming out of your mouth or stop you from saying a thought. No, ma'am. That just, no. Bye.
Let me ask you
Bye.
this. When you started off, you said, y'all, tell me if I'm wrong. Give us that
Yeah, but
scenario real quick.
yeah, I did want to kind of get other thoughts, even though my mind is still kind of made up about it. But I was like, I'm not trying to judge this person, but from what you're showing me is that, you know, you're in need, you're lonely, you're missing your wife. You want somebody that you kind of already know, but you don't want to do the work, you know, for my
Okay.
standards, you know. And then I noticed after that, after I set my boundary, because I believe in setting boundaries right off the bat. Then when I try to communicate with you, you wanted to tell me to be quiet in it, but you know, it wasn't like be quiet or, you know, something like that. But he was just trying to tell me not to talk. And I refuse, I cannot do that. I have to be
Okay.
able to speak my mind freely. You know,
Okay.
now if you want to address what I got to say, that's fine, because I'm open for a debate. Okay, it's not a problem, but I don't call it an argument. And I hate
Okay.
when somebody gaslights me or say what's on their mind. And then when you go to rebut, you know, or respond to it, they don't want to hear it. They want to
So what
shut you
you need
down or say that
what you
you're
need our help
arguing.
with? Like, tell us what you need our help with real quick.
Well, I'm just saying, am I wrong for feeling that way? Basically, that's
Okay.
it.
I just got a couple of questions before we respond. Glam
Okay.
Rocks, I see you. I'm gonna bring you. I see you, Glam Rocks. Thank you for hanging in there. Real quick, my question is, how long has it been since his wife passed? No judgment. No judgment.
Well, almost a year.
Okay.
Not a
Okay.
long time.
Okay. Um.
But
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Did you date him long time ago?
I did before he got married. We used to be
Okay.
really good friends and we had a lot of fun together.
How long did
But
y'all
he
date?
was, I can't remember, you know, my mind real short, but it was a long kind of, we had a good standing relationship. I think that And then maybe twice we, because he's just like an entertaining guy.
How long?
He can. It's been a while. I know
So how
before
long
he
did
got
y'all date
married.
when y'all did date?
Well, I can't remember. It wasn't like a short period because I was always his friend first, right? And
So
then
it
we
was
did have
commingling?
an intimate encounter. We had a couple of those, but
Commingling?
but we had a lot of fun. Just we would ride around and go do stuff and things like that.
Riding
So we
around.
had a good relationship. It was more balanced, but I never picked up
Hold
that he
on.
would be
I
selling
wanna
it.
slow down, Nina, because we gotta follow you. We got it.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking. Hold on. Okay, so the wife had passed away. You do have a history where y'all were kind of friends and have like this rapport with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hold on. I gotta get my questions.
All right.
Is he good looking?
Okay. Yeah. Chocolate,
He
salt
make
and
good.
pepper beard. Yeah, he a
Okay,
little sexy now. Mm-hmm. And wood. Okay.
okay. He make good money.
Medium. But I really don't judge people about money. I judge people on like we
That
can
don't
grow
mean
together.
whether you judge him or not. We just need to know if he make it.
Not enough.
Okay, so he can have good sex that you can remember then.
It was
So what you going back for?
I didn't go back. But I guess because I'm older now and I am single, right? And then you kind of think about those things, right? And I didn't approach him, he approached me. So I didn't mind speaking to him because we've still been friends. Like we never did actually fall out. We've always been friends. Did I feel some type of way that you were already involved and maybe you married someone and maybe I wasn't the girl that time? Maybe just a little, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But the thing is that I'm older and I recognize symptoms really early. And my thing was that now, after your wife died, that's nice that you thought about me. But then guys like that you've had past relationships with, they want to just pick up from where it left off. They don't
Right,
even
right.
want
But
to.
we gotta get in order for us to give you our opinion, we trying to follow, and they saying they're confused. That's why I'm
I'm
asking. Hold
sorry.
on.
I be talking too fast, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay.
That's all right. That's all
The
right. Real
thing,
quick.
the thing is,
Hold on, Nina. Nina. Hold on.
okay,
Hold
I'm
on.
listening. I'm listening.
Okay. Do you like the man? You got to keep it real now. If we're gonna help you, yes
I
or no?
do like him,
Okay, then
but I
pause
love
on
me
that. That's
more.
good enough. That's it.
I
And he
love me more.
okay. We ain't even got to. You like the man, but he hurt your feelings. Yes or no?
He didn't really hurt my feelings. He just made me feel like communication is a key for me. That's one of the things that I need someone that will allow me to freely speak what I need to say. I don't need anybody trying to stifle me. Um, I don't like that. That's a trigger for me.
Okay, but so he hurt your feelings.
No, they wasn't hurt. Maybe
What
I
the
felt
fuck?
like I can't explain it. It's not really necessarily hurting my feelings. It just made me feel like, okay, I couldn't move further with this because if I'm not able to speak whenever I need to, and you don't have patience or the respect to allow me to speak, it's
Mhm.
like it just made me feel like because I got to
Okay.
be able to communicate because I run my mouth. I do.
Okay. Let's pause for a second. Did you pick up that maybe he wanted to sleep with you and wasn't concerned with the emotional part?
Perhaps maybe that was it because, like
Okay.
I said, that's how I felt. And that's why I can never, when my spirit speak or my discernment says, "Hey, watch out." I've been there. I've been a save a hoe,
Okay.
uh, help baby boy out. You know what I'm saying? So I automatically can recognize some symptoms. So you have people where that will come to you and try to get the easiest way in. Like, I don't think he's really a major hoe, but I think he wanted something that was comfortable and he could trust, that he wants to do,
Okay.
but not necessarily put in the work. It was just like,
Okay.
I need some relief
Can we
type
pause for a
shit.
second? Can we
Yes.
pause for a second real quick? Let's just pause. Go on mute, Nina, and I'm gonna get the panel's feedback.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, go on mute. Don't drop down. Okay. Let me go to Glam Rocks first. That's a good one. Always be cute says, what is the question? If you didn't like, hold on, that's a good, and she means this in a very thoughtful way because she and I talk all the time. What's the question? They want to make sure they understand the question in the chat so they can help you. If you didn't like how he moved, Why entertain him? So that's a good one. Don't answer this, Nina. Be thinking about it because I'm going to come back to you. What is the question you're needing us to help with? Are you wrong for feeling some kind of way? Number one. Or are you being too sensitive? No, that's still all in the same. So think about the direct question that you're needing us to ask. Let me go to Glam Rocks. I want her to kind of merge her thoughts. And then what she had originally came up to say. Glam Rocks, welcome.
Okay, hey, so since I'll just tell Nina this, I've been there when you like someone, but they really don't want nothing serious and they just want to hit that. Do not settle based on your age. I'm restarting life after being divorced 7 years. So, yeah, he hurt her feelings. That's what you were trying to get out of Nina. He hurt her feelings, but she wants him to court her the proper way in order to go back into a relationship or to give it.
You dropped Glam Rocks. Let's do mic check real quick. You said he hurt her feelings. Dang. I think
I'm
somebody may have
sorry.
called you. There you go. There you go.
So Nina like that man. It's just the fact that she feels that he's not willing to court her the way she wants to be courted, and she doesn't want to just give it up like that. Cause I'm sure she'll give it up if he courts it the way she wants. Nina still like that man. He just hurt her feelings by moving on and getting married, and now he's back and just want to pick it up and hit it. Now, my original thought, what I wanted to mention was coming from Courtney, because I could relate to her. I think she's my twin. That my therapist told me this morning, like, we're at an age in our 40s, 50s, and 60s where you shouldn't be afraid to restart life. And I've been doing it since June, and I'm not saying that it's easy, but I'm saying that it's possible. And the second thing I wanted to say about that was black men, especially over on Twitter, because everybody got a mic now, Queen Sheba. They're
Come on now.
they want
Preach.
to they want to say basically why black men don't want to get married is because black women file for divorce. I was 7 months pregnant when I filed for divorce, and most people, the church beat it in my head. I was in a very strict Haitian church that stay for the marriage, stay for the marriage. But if y'all would have seen my face on Channel 7 News, all of y'all would have said she should have left, because it was physical. So black men are now using it because they all have a mic as an excuse to drag you along 7, 10, 15, 20 something year relationships on they rather not get married because we're going to file for divorce. No. I don't feel like a woman goes into a marriage to get a divorce, but she has the right, if she gives you a chance, if she goes to counseling, to get your crap together. Why do black men feel, I only know them because I only date them, why do black men feel that we should stick to the BS just because we're married? White women be married 7, 10 times. Don't nobody judge them.
Mm.
That's all I had to say. I said what I
That's a good
said.
question. Oh, this okay, okay. I'm a roll with you. I think Nina do like him, and I think he did hurt her feelings, and that's okay, black women, if we get our feelings hurt. You gotta say it in order for them to fix it. But let me go kicking it with Courtney. Based on everything Nina has said, what can you come up with or conjure for her? Let me go to Undebbie. Undebbie, what are your thoughts about what Nina shared?
I think he hurt her feelings and she don't want to admit it. And if I was her, I'd just take it slow. If you like him, that's it's nothing wrong with that. But if it's not for you, you'll find that out too and walk away. You know. Sometimes you when you meet people that you count encountered in the past, things change, people change, you change. So maybe it's just not meant to be.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Words do matter. What you got for Nina based on what she shared?
I don't mean no harm, Nina, but this is a Destiny and Moses situation. I think he did not see her as wife material. He had his fun with her and then he married somebody else and now he's come back to her because maybe he think that she was going to be a sure thing. And I think she feels some kind of way about it. I think she senses it deep down in her spirit and she knows it. We were in a relationship. I was having a good time. I thought you were too. And then you turned around and married somebody else and not me. I think that's what she's not saying. Sometimes when people talk, talk, talk and don't listen, it's a distraction. I definitely think he's a Moses. I'm not saying she's a Destiny, but I'm saying he did not marry her. He married somebody else, right? And if I was her, I'd move on. I keep looking forward until I find the right person for me, the person who sees me as wife material, instead of marrying somebody else and then coming back and picking me up. And I
Okay.
think she knows that deep down in her spirit. She knows it.
Okay. Aunt Natty, what do you have for Nina? Just based off of everything she shared, kind of how they got back to, they have a history, they were friends, over the course of many years. And then he got married. And then recently they were able to come back together and chit chat and all of this. And down to the last conversation they had with him telling her to be quiet. Don't talk.
I think Nina still has feelings from the first time around. She's never got over the hurt of him marrying somebody else. Nina loves that man. She don't just like him, or she wouldn't have never entertained him the second time around. And Nina, I'm kind of you do talk in circles. I don't think he might have been telling you to be quiet, just to slow down so he could understand. And that's not a bad thing if that's your way of communicating. And if you really love that man, talk to him about your feelings, about the communication skills, and see if you can work it out. But she said something that was key. She kept saying we was friends and we were intimate a couple of times over that course of time. So you giving him the impression he can hit it and quit it and come back and hit it again in that first go round. So he's just following the boundaries that you set the first time around.
Okay. Let me go to all. Courtney, you ready? If not, I'm going to the review hour if Courtney's not ready. Courtney's on mute. Okay, the review hour. Welcome.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you. And hello to everyone else. I think I listen to her, and sometimes as women and men too, we do not want to recognize certain um, things about our personalities. And when I listened to her, I thought about effective communication. And sometimes people think effective communication is being able to, speak well, or being able to hold a conversation with someone else. But sometimes effective communication means to be able to listen. And when I heard her, she said, I like to talk. And he asked her to be quiet. Sometimes when we're talking, or someone's talking with us, they don't want our opinion. They don't want a rebuttal. They just want you to listen. And I had that problem years ago, because someone is speaking to me or telling me something about themselves or whatever, or about a problem. That does not mean that they are asking my opinion. And Nina seems to me to be the type person, as far as I'm just going by from what I heard. I don't know her personally, but that if he talks or he's having a conversation with her, she thinks that she is supposed to give her opinion, or uh, give her a point of view. And sometimes people just want us to listen. And sometimes they have to tell us to be quiet because they did not ask our opinion. And that's just my opinion on the matter.
Okay, thank you. No, thank you all for sharing all beautiful summaries, all beautiful recommendations. And the reason why I said summary because you're summarizing based on what Nina has shared. And then what I would like to do, let me check in with Courtney again. Let me check in with Courtney. I'm gonna go to some of the comments, Nina. And first of all, let me just say to Nina, thank you for being vulnerable, just sharing with us and just coming up and just having a good time and putting it out there and being like, okay, and saying, y'all, am I wrong? And I kind of get where you're coming from. Because sometimes we don't want to stay on the wrong track if the train ain't headed in the right direction. So I like the fact that you came and said, wait a minute, y'all, am I being too sensitive? Am I being help me out here? And that's what they did. So thank you, panel. Real quick, Nina, I want to ask you a clarifying question before I read what's in the chat. Some of the comments that I feel like may be helpful. Nina.
I'm still here,
Yo.
Queen.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Were you supposed to go on a trip with him a couple of months ago?
No, as I said, his wife just passed away. So,
Oh,
he reached out to me and was telling me he's a widow now and all this. And then I was like, oh, wow, I'm sorry to hear that because
mhm,
I didn't really know his wife, but
mhm,
I saw her like she seemed to be, I told him she seemed to really be a sweet person,
mhm.
and he, was grieving her or whatever. And just, simply because we had been friends over the years, bumping to each other over the years, he never just tried to hit on me or anything like that while he was married. And I was okay with that because I had accepted the fact of whatever happened in the past was in the past. Um, did I feel a little way? Yeah. I'm not going to say my feelings were real hurt because they were not. I will
Okay,
put that out. And
okay,
if I love him, it's not a love of a relation. Like, you know how you just love a person for being themselves, who they are, but not because I want to be attached to them. But I know that for me at this time, I
mhm,
have a certain way that I have to interact. And if I
okay,
see that a person is not doing that, um, then I shut down. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So my question really was I wrong because I was trying to talk to him and we were both, it was a back and forth conversation. I don't think it wasn't really a serious conversation, but I just noticed that he wanted to, tell me what to say and not to say. And I think he mentioned something at the party. I can't remember because everybody was having a nice time. No, nothing negative or anything like that. But I know he mentioned something about addressing something about my behavior or my mouth. And so
okay,
then he said, I think he was trying to flex on me, like, don't talk, don't say this or whatever. And I'm like, I was still trying to say, all I wanted to do was get my sentence out. That's
okay,
it. That's all.
okay. So if you like him, is there a reason you didn't pause? Because you remember he's still grieving.
Right. Okay. You can grieve. How do you want me to console you? Is the issue. I'm not
He told you.
I'm not sleeping with you.
No, but he also not just like like pause. He said, just working on the communication part, not too
So I
much,
should have been
right?
more sensitive to that request and not offended. That's what my thing was I being
Okay.
overly like
I
I was through with it. And then when I did state what I needed, I said, well, if you don't respect me, I'm big on respect enough to let
mm,
me speak my mind, how can we
mhm.
communicate? There's no need to. Because
I
if it happens in this general conversation, I feel like it's going to keep coming up, right? So
mhm.
if his intent was proper, he could have responded and say, hey, don't take it the wrong way. This is where I'm coming from. But no reply at all. I'm good. And I thought about it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like I said, I'm older. We did have a good relationship when we did deal together, hang out or whatever the heck it was. I'm not claiming like that was my man, that type of thing. I'm not doing a destiny thing. Okay. But I miss that type of connection because I like having fun. I want somebody I can enjoy and live life with. So I was just like, did you rush to judge and continue not to want to talk to this person? Or did you really see a red flag? You know what I mean? Like, because that's a trigger for me. So basically, that was my question.
Okay. You want my opinion? Or you want
Sure.
me to okay, go
I
on
no,
mute.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm a grown, I'm about 60 years old, baby. It's good.
Okay. I think you gotta chill. I think you need to pause. I think you're doing too much. I think you didn't hear not one word he told you, and I think you still not hearing and receiving where he is. I think you are so consumed with what you want, where you are in life, that
Okay.
you're failing to realize this is a man that is still grieving. There's
Okay.
different steps to grief. And if you are going to be there for his grief, you're gonna have to abandon what you need and what you want in some areas, including your need to have the last word and or be right. You're gonna have to show yourself as just a friend and not get into this power struggle with him of and you should have said it this way and that. And when somebody say, hey, pause right now, hold on, it's too much, it's too much. They got a lot going on.
Right.
You got to
But I
be
didn't
able
get
to,
that energy, Queen. And
it
I
don't
don't
matter.
mind.
Men are
Yeah,
different. Man, you
okay.
ain't been with him in years. So it's gonna take
Right.
to get to know him. You know how you get to know somebody? You step down and you relearn them and you relearn them by observing, by
Mm-hmm.
feeling them, watching them, intake, body language, and you open up your heart to assess where they are. And I think I number one, can I just, I'm gonna say a lot.
Okay.
Number one, your expectations were unreasonable considering the circumstances. He's a new widower. His wife has just passed, period. It ain't too much
Okay.
he can
Can I
do.
this I'm gonna interrupt you. I'm sorry. Was his expectations of me a little much?
Let me finish.
Okay.
It ain't too much he can give you right now.
Right.
It ain't too much he can give you right now. And as women, we have to be savvy enough to know how to read the room. I don't need you to
Mm-hmm.
tell me too much because I can pick up. Okay. If I rekindle something with somebody from my past and I got enough sense if you just told me your wife died 7 months ago. Oh, bro,
Hmm.
I know I ain't gonna get too much out of you emotionally. And
Right.
I know there may be times that he may snap on me. Grief, stages of grief. So if I
Okay.
chose to interact with a man like that, it would be on my own terms with little to no expectation. If I want to go out, I'm going out. If I want to sleep with you, it's going to be when I'm ready with little to no expectation. I think you're walking in a really big situation with a lot of expectations. And I think you're
Right.
going to disappoint
I
yourself.
agree.
So
I
it's
think
not
I do
really
have
about him.
expectations. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't really about him. You disappointed yourself because you coming in, to be honest with you, trying to pick up where you left off, and you can
I
never do
don't
that.
want to.
But you coming in with the same expectations.
No, I just have an expectation for myself at this point in time. And maybe I'm not allowing his situation. Maybe it's just, I feel like he might need to meet somebody else, kick it with them, and then holler at me. I don't want to be the in between girl. I've been the girl that has tried to be there for people, for a man. For example, I dated a guy, he actually lived in my home. And I was there for him. I tried to help him. His mom passed. I met her. And then at the end of the day, I felt like he had his eye on somebody else. And then he gave her all the credit. It's about respect for me. Even if you didn't want to marry me or whatever, I just expect a person to be honest about what's on their mind. Um, and it was like, I don't like people plotting behind my back in that particular situation. So I think I'm still kind of irritated about that. So
I
I'm
think
real
so.
careful about how I deal with people that are going through things. Am I going to step in and be there for that person for them to just simply, once they feel better and I've gotten them through this process, um,
Mhm.
to discard me? You know what
I
I
don't,
mean? You'd like a build a
Nina.
man. And
I
then
think
you
you,
build the man up. The man done went on to what he really likes. That's where
but
my
Nina,
that's where my mind
Nina,
is.
but Nina, you. Here's the thing: there's no right or wrong. It's only a lesson or opportunity. And I think in
Right.
order to get what you need and want, you're gonna have to learn how to pause and lean into your femininity. And I know it's there
It is.
because y'all had a history, and you're very very thoughtful. And but I need you to pause and to be able. I don't know, somebody got feedback. Hold on. But you got to be able to pause in order to get what you need, Nina. So
Okay.
you may have jumped the gun with this one, and not for take him out the. Let's take him out the picture. Any
Okay.
man just lost his wife, you're not gonna get too much, and that's what I was gonna go on about Judge Mathis. One of my final talking points was gonna say, whoever he got with or gets with after this divorce, I hope she don't expect too much because the man that's been in a marriage for 39 years, sweetheart, you finna be a good old rumbling good time. He finna y'all
Rebound,
all
rebound, rebound.
yes, he finna have
And
that
I
man.
really don't want to be the rebound girl. That's what I'm trying to say.
And so if you don't want to be a rebound girl, don't look for a reason to get pissed off at him. Just don't be a rebound girl because it is what it
Right.
is.
I wasn't
He
pissed. I just stated simply that I like to be able to express myself. It wasn't a really serious conversation. It wasn't an argument. I wasn't being disrespectful. But I noticed, I remember what your words were at the time of the party. So now you're trying to step in, and it feels like you were trying to regulate me and my
he
thought
wasn't.
process.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
Okay.
He wasn't.
That's why I was asking, was I wrong to feel that way? Is that
Don't
basically, that's
necessarily
all.
wrong. I just think you read the room wrong.
Okay.
And then stay right here for a second. Hold on. I'm
I
put you.
will. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
Okay. Fruit gummy. Welcome.
Hello, Queen. Hey, Palace. I just was kind of, I had just come in and I listened to what was going on. And this is just for anyone. A man will tell you, if not in his words, but in his actions. And sometimes as women, we like hold on to like the hope or the potential of what could be instead of living in the reality of what it actually is. And so if someone is not meeting whatever expectation you have, whether they know it or not, then it's your responsibility to decide if you want to be there or not. And if they're not living up to that, then that's not something you can punish the other person for. That's my opinion.
Thank you. Very, very thoughtful, wise words from a 20-something-year-old. Thank you for sharing, Fruit Gummy. Look at that. That Palace baby. Oh, Linda, welcome.
Hello, Queen and Palace. How are you all this afternoon?
Listen, girl, you looked good a few weekends ago.
Oh man, you were awesome, Queen. It was so nice meeting you. I had been just waiting for the moment to be able to just meet you and get to have a conversation, and it was really good. We had a great time. But Queen, I just wanted to say to Nina, I think in conversations, and if a man have known you before, he know exactly what you're about to say. So I feel like, Nina, you were talking and you were probably talking a little too much, and he didn't mean any harm, in my opinion, by what he said, but he just didn't want to hear what you had to say next, because he remember the conversations you guys used to have. So it just came to the point like, okay, okay, Nina, you don't have to say that because I already know what you're going to say. Now that's how it kind of come across to me from the way you were saying it, Nina.
Thank you for sharing, Linda. And Linda is a very lovely lady. How long have you been married?
We've been married 23 years now.
Okay, 23 years. And for those of you, if you don't remember, her and her husband came up on I Said What I Said when we were new with I Said What I Said. And her husband really spoke to how to cultivate the marriage and treat the wife and the man's responsibility in that. So I just wanted to put out a reminder out there of who Linda is.
Thank you so much, Queen. I really appreciate that. And from the question that was asked about Judge Mathis and his wife, after 39 years of marriage, it would be difficult, but in a marriage, you want the respect. And I feel like Linda, and I don't know anything about what they've gone through, don't know anything about it, but if you're not respecting me after 39 years, yes, I'm going to walk because I know my worth. I know who God have told me that I am. Now you can be the man that God has told you you need to be, and we can get along just fine. But if you're going to change that in any way and think that you're going to disrespect me, it's not going to happen because I love myself more than, just to be disrespected and you not having my back. You're not trusting me. I'm not trusting you. I do care more about myself to leave the marriage if I'm being disrespected in a bad way.
Excellent input. We appreciate you, Linda, for coming up and just pouring in some love into uh uh Nina, and also giving your input on after 39 years, why a woman would choose to leave a marriage to a very highly visible man like Judge Mathis.
Yes. Yes. And again, I just think you need to care more about yourself. And if you all can't talk and go to counseling and get that settled, and he continues to disrespect me, then, I don't have to accept that. I just don't. And I think when you set your boundaries there from the beginning, and my husband know exactly where I stand. So, and I remember one time coming into the relationship, my husband, he's a good man. He took care of the household. He take care of the bills. He do all of this. But I told him, you are not a good leader. You are not leading your family. And that stuck in his head. And when he got what I was saying, then he's been leading in the right direction. So I'm happy in my marriage right now as of 23 years. But you do have to set your boundaries and let the man know what you expect from this marriage, and then be ready to pour out what you expect. Not only, it's not just about me, it's about the marriage and him as well. So I do pour into him and I look for the same thing back. And if I can't get that, then we got a problem and we need to talk and we need to maybe go to counseling or something. But yeah, so that's what I feel. Thank you, Queen, for letting me come up. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up. We appreciate you, and you have a beautiful Saturday, Queen.
Thank you, my dear. You
Queen, may
all
I
as
ask you a
well.
question?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Queen, is it okay if I ask a question?
Sure, sure, sure.
There's a conversation amongst me and my friends, and we're in our 20s. And with a lot of what's going on social media and the examples we're seeing, we're kind of having a difficult time being able to embrace like what are the positives and benefits for us as women getting married when we see so many women sacrificing, or for example, have been in these marriages for 40 plus years or 30 years, and
Oh,
this happens as women who are either married or women who are older than us in our 20s. What can you pour, and this is more for me, the positive or the benefits when we're constantly seeing the
okay.
negatives?
Oh, that's an excellent question. And I want to end on that question, but let me drop the link. I want everybody here to stay here. Courtney, are you here? If Courtney, you may have left. I may drop Courtney down if she's. Sometimes people can get stuck and they expect you to. I'm gonna drop Courtney because I don't think she's here anymore. Courtney, I'm dropping you because I think you may have left, but it looks. You know how sometimes when you leave WebEx, and it looks like you're still here. That's a really good question, Joy. So let's do this. Nina, first, before I answer the question, and I allow the ladies. Ooh, and I think there's some good ladies up here to answer the question. Nina, real quick, they want to know what your sign is.
I am a Leo. And I will say this about me. This was more about communication for me. And just someone having the patience say, well, my baby run her mouth too much, or sometimes it's a way to approach people when you maybe don't want to hear anything else that they have to say. Um, but I do those simple little things for me tell me how far can I go with this person if that we can't just have a simple conversation. And it's just always a way to let somebody know, you don't have to make belittle them or just kind of make them feel stifled.
Mhm.
This was like a surface level question initially. I'm a very mature person. I've been through good times, hard times, and I can comprehend very well. And I do put myself in the shoes of other people. Um, and I'm aware, and my heart went out to him knowing that his wife had passed. I just felt like for me, you approached me and I have a certain way I would like to be approached because I'm gonna be thoughtful. I'm not like it's not a one-way street. But if I say to you what bothers me, and then you have no rebuttal, or you can't say, "Well, you were being too serious about it, Nina. I didn't mean like give me some feedback. I'm
Okay.
open. I'm not a closed door. You know what I mean? So sometimes people feel a certain way. Maybe they didn't know they made you feel a kind of way. But if you let them know, hey, I felt some type of way when you did this. I felt like you were trying to, stop me. And if you can't give feedback on that, so maybe I'm correct. I just wanted to know if I was too harsh to judge the person. That's all. But for me, it's a closed door. I've moved on. I'm not going to go back on my word because first of all, when I say what I said and I said what I said, that's what I said. And so if I'm wrong, oh well, call Tom, Mary, Tyrone, somebody come help you. Because it is a two-way street. And if I put out on the table exactly how you made me feel and you don't have anything to say, that's another thing for me.
I
Right.
think you got to pause, Nina. You be coming with that fire.
I
They
know,
just
girl, I ain't the one, but
listen.
I'm gonna tell you where that come from, and I'm gonna let you move on with other people. I have always had to take care of Nina. I never grew up with older brothers or cousins or anything, so I always had to protect my honor, always. And that's why I'm big on a certain type of respect. If I lower my guard and I try to accept or when they say this is what you're going to accept, right? Type thing, it doesn't work out for me. So if something triggers me to feel a certain way, I cannot question that anymore. And I refuse to question how I'm feeling about a person. But then again, I'm like, well, darn, was you too quick to pull the trigger? Bang, bang.
Yeah,
Maybe. Right.
you were.
But
Yeah.
yeah. And that's why I
You
said,
shot
am I
yourself in
wrong?
the foot.
But in my
Yeah,
way, I'm
you
like,
wrong. We trying to
call
tell you you
Tyrone.
wrong.
I don't give a
We
damn if I'm not wrong. But I'm just
what
saying
the
that's
hell?
why
What the hell you
you better call Tyrone. I don't give a damn if I'm right or wrong. Come, like I'm on that type of thing right now.
Listen, now look, don't be wasting my damn time coming up here asking me questions. You don't
And my mind made up. Because I thought about Nina, maybe you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't be like that. But I'm just gonna continue to be wicked and cutthroat. I mean, I gotta just have my standards though. I feel like I gotta let you know how I want to be
you
addressed.
got a
And I told
bar.
you I don't play about me. And I don't. I'm sorry. And give him
Oh,
an uppercut.
Nina.
I'm gonna put you in a headlock. I'm sorry.
Hey, Nina, you asked for this
Huh?
one. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to give it to you. Hold on.
You was
Nina.
dirty for that one though. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Listen, but I like your pick up and go attitude about yourself. But pause
I
sometimes.
do.
You pat
I
yourself in the
will. I've
foot.
been working on me because that's one thing about it. I do. I grow. I grow every day. I don't know everything, and I like to build my communication skills. Don't get it twisted. But it's
They
certain things that I still get triggered about. That's all I'm saying.
okay. Well, we appreciate you.
I'm.
Uh
I'm glad I entertained you,
now, Nina,
ladies.
they
I'm
say they
glad I
don't
was
think
an
that was the first
entertainment for
time
the
he told
day.
you to be quiet. Nina, they say they don't think that was the first time he done told you to be quiet.
I don't remember. I don't remember that shit.
Nina, you need to follow your first instinct. Keep it moving,
Exactly.
honey.
And I did, and it's a done done,
Get
and it's a
it.
run.
Listen,
Run,
that's
girl,
all right.
run.
Girl, if you was down here in Texas, we would go have a dirty martini tonight and talk about it.
Yes, girl. I don't remember you trying to tell me to shut the hell up and don't talk because I would have been addressed that shit.
She
Sorry, that's
don't
how I
care if you
feel.
grieve it or not. You ain't gonna talk that way.
You didn't
And
hear
tell
him.
me to shut the fuck up or something.
You
Whatever
didn't
you
hear
was trying to do, you better go masturbate. I'm okay. Bye, y'all. I love y'all.
Okay,
I'm
bye,
talking
girl.
shit now. I'm on the
Bye,
talk
Nina.
shit mode now. I'm on the talk shit mode now, and I'm just letting you know
Hey,
who the fuck
wow.
I am. Don't play. Don't fucking play. I asked for opinion. I got it. I appreciate it. But damn, I'm still that BBB. That's who I am. A bold black bitch. I'm just letting you know. I'm so sorry. That's how it is. I'm a Leo. Oh my God. What do you expect? I'm great. I just had a birthday. All right.
Bye, Nina. We
Love
love you.
y'all.
Okay,
Love
bye.
ya.
Love you.
Love ya. Love ya. Love ya. Bye bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Nina is hilarious. Listen, let me get
Mhm.
oh, Lord Jesus. We gotta reset. We gotta reset. Let me take a deep breath. Okay, we gonna answer Joy's question real quick. Everybody go on mute for me really, really quick. We got just a tiny bit of feedback. Okay, everybody mute it up. Y'all, listen, real quick. Is Nina wild or what? Real quick panel. Words do
Yes. Nina knew what it was when she came up here.
all
She
right.
did.
Hey Debbie, is she wild?
Yes.
Yeah, she wild. She all over the place.
I think
Yeah.
Nina's still pissed that he married somebody else. And now he's telling her
Queen,
to stop talking.
Queen, Nina knows she's wild, and that's why that man told her to pause, and she didn't want to pause.
We gonna have to send that man a hat.
Yeah,
Hold on, which one y'all think he want? Y'all think he want this one? Nina, we gonna send that man a token, a basket from the palace.
Yeah, he need the pause hat. That he do. He need that.
Woo. Oh
Hmm.
my
In
God, oh my
black. In black. That one. Is that dark green or black? He needs that one.
that dark green. We're gonna give him that one. We're gonna give him that. Sheena's so blessed. What are your thoughts, Queen? Sheena, you are on mute. Sheena's so blessed. Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Sheena. I'm gonna drop Sheena down. I know she's been trying to come up, but Sheena, your microphone is muted. So I'm gonna drop you down. Come back up when you're ready. All right, I'm gonna drop it down. Sometimes people get a phone call. Y'all, if you get a phone call, sometimes it'll make your audio go out and you're talking, but we can't hear you. So if I ever drop you down, it's because we can't hear you. But real quick, I love y'all. That was crazy. It was funny though. I love it, Nina. Nina's got a channel. Oh, she got a channel? I didn't know that. Nina, put your channel in the chat. Listen, put your channel in the chat. I love it. So real quick, that was crazy. So we're talking 39 years of marriage. Linda left Judge Mathis. Women are leaving these days, okay? And our youngest baby in the palace said, Queen Sheep, I got a question for you women that have been married. In my generation, we've been talking, we've been debating. What can we, as the younger generation, or what do we have to look forward to when it comes to marriage? Committing ourselves to a man for the rest of our lives when we see y'all, the OGs, running to the fucking hills for freedom. Where's it at?
Okay, I feel you. What's her name?
It's
The
Joy.
young lady that the
it's
one that answered.
Joy.
Joy, I feel you, honey. A lot of in my generation, I'm in my 60s too. We got married because we had to, or we thought we was in love. But my recommendation for you is there are two books. One called The Understanding the Purpose and Power of a Woman by Dr. Miles Monroe, and then he made a companion book for men. Basically, it's what God put in a man and what he put in a woman. And once you understand that, you ain't gonna have no problems figuring it out. I did not have these books. And once I read them after two divorces and during the separation of the 25-year relationship, if I had read these books, I might have stayed married. I might have married the right person. Put it that way.
Excellent advice. Thank you. Who would like to go next? I want y'all to go when you're ready. Who would like to go next to answer the next generation's question? I think that's an excellent question.
I'll take the floor next, Queen, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Yes. Let me just say, my mom used to always tell me before she passed away, and rest her soul. I loved my mom, and she always gave really, really good advice. But follow a person home. Once you follow a person home, and if you see a lot of dysfunction going on in that home, 9 times out of 10, the person that you're with is going to be dysfunctional if they have not gotten help for the situation. So the family life will tell you a lot about the person you are attempting to date or that you are about to date. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, you're going to have to be in Christ. I mean, the man is going to have to understand what God says about him and what he is supposed to be as a husband. And you're going to still have some problems because no one's perfect, no relationship is perfect. But you're able to deal with the man that gets his authority from the Most High God than you are with the man that gets his authority or abilities or whatever from the world. So always look out for those two things. And I think if you could master that and you find you a good man brought up pretty much in the church and he loved Christ, like Christ loved the church, then I feel like you could find your husband and everything would be all right. And get in a good community where you have great community that can help you get through these things, like-minded people, and get around other strong couples. Because we can't do this alone. We cannot do it alone. We have to be around other strong couples.
Thank you.
Ooh,
I really love that. Can I expand a little bit on my question, Queen Sheba, if that's
sure,
okay?
sure. Go ahead.
I guess when I ask this question, the debate or the discussion that we've been having is that for a woman, what we sacrifice is that you take on his legacy by taking his last name, you risk your body and even your life by bearing his children, you attach all of your life to this man. And what a lot of the examples that we've been seeing, and what is really kind of giving us a little PTSD, is that um, they could present as the perfect man, the Christ-like man, but their behavior outside of the home is what's triggering. You know, me and my friends were in our 20s, we're young and we're single, and we have this inside joke of that there's more married people than single people in the dating pool. And it's so discouraging and disrespectful that we constantly see men that we've either went to school with or that we know that are in these marriages, they're providing for their families, but then they're being disrespectful. Now we got to cuss them out and block them. And we see these young women that we personally know and it's like you can't say anything. So that's the fear, that's the scary part. There's like this moral morale. And so that's why my question was, as a woman, what are the benefits of being married, when from our perspective, and I'm speaking from the young ladies that I talk to, we see these women giving so much and being so invested, and their sacrifices are being so disrespected and devalued without any regard. It's scary.
Who wants to jump in?
Hey, Queen, this is the review hour.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, great. I think that a lot of young women, because years ago I was one of them, we have this fantasy of what marriage is or what it can be, and that's that has a lot to do with uh, young ladies going into a marriage not being prepared for the realness of it, because they have this fantasy of what marriage is. And my first thing I would say is let go of the fantasy. Both parties, both individuals, they're human beings, and that's who you better know before you say I do. If they have these issues, you have a cheating boyfriend before you get married, he's going to cheat more after you get married. So I think that young ladies have this fantasy: if I could just get him to marry me, he'll be a better man. Or if I have his baby, he's going to love me and the baby more than he could ever love someone else. But if this individual was doing these things before you got married, or if he was disrespectful to you before you got married, and because you have this warped fantasy of what marriage is, you end up with it, but it's 10 times worse once you get in it. So that would be my thing about it, is to for young ladies to let go of the fantasy. You got to get real about it before you go into it. So if you got a cheating boyfriend, don't marry him, because he's going to cheat more once you marry him, because he's going to think she's okay with it. If he talks to you disrespectful,
Question. Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry.
okay, and that's if he talks disrespectfully to you, it's gonna be worse when you say I do. So just be real, see the realness of it, and more than likely, if you do it that way, you'll end up with a good person, by your side, and you'll have a long relationship, long marriage, one that you'll be proud of.
And I want to thank you for, I want to go back to her. Thank you, the review hour. Ladies, I think it's really important that we remember her question. And the question is, what are the benefits of marriage for women?
L-
I said
Queen,
lifelong
let-
partner.
So, what's the benefit of it?
are we just jumping right in?
Okay, let
Well,
me call y'all's names. Let me do
Yeah.
words do matter. Her
Thank
question
you.
specifically is for my generation. We don't see it. We don't see the benefit. Can you ladies tell us what are the benefits to marrying for a woman? Words do matter.
I would say a partnership. I would say you're choosing the father of your children, so you want to raise a family with this person. You want somebody that's gonna love and respect and honor you. And I wasn't necessarily thinking about those things when I got married. Need both times. And the last relationship, when it started to go south, I started to focus on 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8 or 9. And I thought I was telling him something. I typed it out and I posted it all around the house, everywhere he went, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, wherever. Because I thought he didn't know the definition of love. He didn't know the definition of a partner, somebody to stand by you, support you, be there for you when you're down, help pick you up. I thought he didn't understand that. But where I put it, I had to read it too. And one day it hit me. It was me who didn't understand that. I did not know that I needed to focus on somebody that was going to compliment me, somebody that was going to support me, somebody was going to pick me up when I was down, help me raise our children, have fun together, enjoy each other, talk to, just basically support. That's what you need. That's what women should look for, not just somebody to have sex with, somebody to dress up and go party with, which is what I did, with both of my first marriages. I was not serious about it. I didn't even understand it. It was just fun. I'm getting married. I'm having a wedding. It's going to be fun. But you need to understand it. You need to understand what a partner is, what partner will suit you, and what you're looking for in the person that you choose.
Thank you. Words do matter. I'm going to keep pushing the envelope, y'all. That's what I do. Thought provoking conversation. The benefits of marriage, the things that I cannot get unless I'm married from a man. What's the value in it for me? Let's go. Sheena, so blessed.
Hey, you guys. Okay, for me, I think that question is a bit too broad because we're all different. Okay, so we'll all think different for what we want to have in a marriage. And in today, like, because they've taken those principles out, like, you know how we speak in generalities and things like that, now you don't have a standard, like, you don't have nothing to go about. Like, I could say, to answer that question, I could say, well, generally or normally, women, the majority of women feel like this. But in this day and age, we don't use majorities anymore. You kind of get where I'm going?
What's been a benefit for you? Have you been married or are you
Oh,
married?
yes, ma'am. Been married
Okay.
twice. Okay,
Give
so
her the
generally the
benefit.
benefits of marriage to me would be partnership, someone who, is like-minded. That's first and foremost. We got to be someone who's like-minded a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? My first marriage, I was older than my husband. He was a virgin. And that was by me being young, that was feeling like I had got on to something being first. But then I got into it and it made me want to wish I had been his first. So I used to wish that, wow, if I could have been his first, then that would have been a good marriage. We could have learned together, grew together. Because I think with marriage, most of the time, if we grow together and learn together, then I think that's where the success comes. But if we come in it with like different ideas and different things like that, I think that's where kind of the chaos comes from. You understand what I'm saying?
And thank you so much for sharing that. I
Okay.
guess. Oh, go ahead, Queen Sheba. I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
No, no, no. It's okay. I was
Thank
going to go to
you.
the next person. You want me to go?
Yeah, I kind of want to refocus. I don't want. I'm sorry. I'm not refocus. I don't want to use those words. But I'm looking for tangible examples of what is the benefit. And this is what I'll put out there. The conversation me and my friends are having. We're very successful in our careers. We have established church lives. We all have home ownership. Many of them have several homes. They have all of the financial things squared away. We're in therapy. We're working on ourselves. We're healing. We have all of the components to try to be a healed and best version of ourselves. And I don't want to put this abroad on everyone, when I see some of these marriages, and again, like from our experiences, what we say about the disrespect we see of married men that they have in interacting with single women, I'm just trying to hear clearly, what are the benefits? I hear about growth. Life will give me growing experiences, right? I hear about partnership. Well, I also have partnership with my friends. So I want to know, for as a woman, when you entered that relationship, how have you what how has it strengthened you? How has it made you stronger? How do you stand here and say, I'm a better person because I did
Okay.
this?
Here's what I want you to take away.
Okay.
You see how we're struggling?
Mm,
The generation before you
yeah.
and before that.
Mm,
So
yeah.
key into that as well.
Mm, mm, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
A
Queen.
natty. Aunt Natty.
Hey, Queen, I've been married 26 years, young lady. And what benefited me? My husband is my best friend. He's someone I can lean on. I can tell problems to, and they go no further than me and him. And he don't just listen, he helps me find a solution. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much property you have, no matter how many letters you have behind your name, if you don't have someone that you can grow with, not only financially, but emotionally, someone you can lean on, someone that you know that no matter what you're going through, they're there for you, then you have accomplished nothing. But you have to decide. Marriage is not for everyone, and it just may not be for you. But when you're looking for a husband, we make all these lists of what we require. You get to know them. A lot of people marry too fast. Get to know them. You have to have something in common, like minded. But I got a best friend. I got a husband. I got someone I could cry with, someone I could laugh with, someone I can have fun with, and somebody, if I'm depressed, will help pull me out of that. That's the benefits I got out of.
Oh, come on, Queen. Yes. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. That now we get into it. They say now we get into the meat and the potatoes. Who want next? The benefits of a marriage as for a woman.
Hey,
Who want
Queen,
to jump in? Go ahead.
this is the review hour, and now that I understand your question, I will say the same thing. I'll piggyback off of Aunt Natty. Um, you do get a best friend, and and from my own experience, and I've shared part of that with you, Queen. Cancer entered into my family, and I will tell you, your husband or your wife, you're gonna need someone that can be a caregiver, a person that is willing to get down in that ditch with you when no one else will show their face. And that's the benefit that you can get from marriage, from a partnership. You have to you can't even get that from sometimes the closest of your friends, because people get tired. But when you get married or enter into a relationship that decide to be there for each other, that is a benefit, because things happen. You do have your sick days, you do have your days where the finances take a turn because of different things entering into the family, and you got to know how to handle that. So you have to be a friend to a person, to be a confidant to that person, and those are the things that you can benefit out of a marriage. A best friend, a caregiver, you know a,
Wow.
a motivator, all of those things. And I know you can get that from your platonic friends, even your best friends. But when things get rough, even your best friends tell you, hey, I'm tired, I can't do it today. And so that is what you will get out of a marriage or a partnership.
Thank you, Miss Bia. You've been waiting, and I'm gonna spin a block on the rest of my panel. I'm gonna let y'all get in here since we done broke it down, down, down. But let me get Miss Bia and SKR in real quick. Miss Bia, if you're ready.
Good morning, Palace, or good afternoon. Um, marriage. Okay, see, here's what I'm thinking. Right, your friends are your friends. Your job is your job. Your money you got in the bank is the money you got in the bank. It ain't your mate. It ain't your partner. It ain't your team. It ain't your whole village. Pieces of things. Now, I'm not saying this to like come at this generation, but this generation, I think, is trying to keep its heart safe by saying I can have all these things without really putting my heart in the game, without really putting some skin in the game. But that's what marriage is. Marriage is being vulnerable enough with somebody to trust them, to be your team. So, what's the benefits out of it? Imagine that you living with somebody, right, for 10, 15, 20 years, and y'all good, but he gets sick. The family is the one that gets to walk in and make decisions about him, not you, because you ain't got no paperwork. Let's say that that man's been married before and he done forgot to take the name of that ex-wife off of stuff. She gets the benefit of that, not you. So even if you look at the case of the Mathises, right, the Judge Mathis, that woman has been with him since she's a teenager. And so rightfully, they built everything that they got together. But if they had just been living together, she would get a few dollars and have to go on down the road. So there's some security in it because marriage is a business too. Let's not forget that. But you may have your own 401k, but I'm telling you, if you're living with somebody and you got to walk away and watch half the stuff that you helped put up in there or put together and all of that just walk off, you ain't going to like that. You ain't going to like that. Marriage is an important thing. That's all I'm trying to say. I think if it was important enough for God to mandate it, not trying to preach to nobody, but if it's important enough for God to put it together and say that that's what you need to do, then believe me, there's benefit in it, even if you don't understand what it is right now. And nobody promised you happiness in marriage. That doesn't come automatically. It don't come automatically. You look at it as a blank house, right? You got a house, cool, that's your marriage. You want a pretty mailbox, you got to put it out front. You want a nice roof, you got to put that on yourself. You want some shutters on your house, you got to put that on there yourself. You want carpet in there, you got to put it in there yourself. Marriage is what you make out of it. It don't come automatically. It's hard work, but it's worth it.
Thank
And I
you,
said
Miss.
what I
Yes.
said.
Oh, they come fruit gummy. We got one more. We got SKR.
Okay.
What are the benefits to a woman?
Um, and that is a great question. The benefits for a woman of this age, day and age, that what if the answer is you don't know? What if the answer is I let me just say this. I'm 45. I'll be 45 this year. Never been married, never had any kids. And I thought that I had my little list together of everything that I was going to bring to the table if and when that man came along. And now that I'm 45, I'll be 45, I'm like, that list is out the door. It's like, what do I do? Where do I go? What would marriage look like for me? Because I have my own house. What is building? How am I build with somebody that, most of these men is they're not looking for partnership. They're not looking for team. They're looking for someone to be, in their words, fit, feminine, and submissive. So it's, where do I fit in that scenario? And at this point, I don't know what the benefits for me at this age would be. Where do I go with this? And for young women, it's that's just, I don't know what the benefits would be now. Used to thought that I knew. I thought that it would be protection and someone to, spend my life with, have a family. But what happens when all of that is out the door for you? And that's those men, even the older men, men my age, they don't want partnership. They want somebody that's going to look good on their arm. And this whole best friend thing, yeah, that's great. But what if you're thinking that we're best friends, but when he gets out here on his job, you're not his best friend? So it's like I have some what is it called, conflicting. Um, I hear all the positive and uplifting things about marriage, but then I'm seeing the conflicting part of it. I see more conflicting than the actual good and uplifting part of marriage. So I don't know.
Thank you for
And
being honest.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
thank
thank you for
you.
being honest. She says she don't know. Times are changing. She really does not know because men or their requirements have changed. They just it's just and I think Hush, Dorothy. Dorothy be acting a damn fool with my child. But listen, she said she don't know, and I love the fact that she didn't. She's just keeping it real. She's like, hell, I got questions, but you know what? Let's do something. Hold on, babe. Come here. Come here. Come here. They don't know you. Come here. Come here. Just real quick. Come here, honey. My husband's really shy, y'all. Listen, here's the question. From as a man, can you tell us what's the benefit in marriage for a woman? Come here. For a woman. Come here. Come here, please. Tell me out. What can a woman look forward to in a marriage when she marries a man? Just say whatever comes to your mind. No, be right.
But hold on, don't put it too close to me.
They can't see you. We're not on camera.
No, I understand, but I would say what's the question again?
What when a woman marries a man, what's the benefit of a woman getting married that she can expect from a man? What's in it for her? What's the deal for her? What's the win for her?
Just I believe companionship. Like it's good to have someone next to you like every night and talk and argue, even though that's not good, but it's still good because then you come back stronger and get along. And there's a lot of benefits. Yes, I understand, but men's and women, we have changed in many ways. But it's I don't know. It
What
just
can I why would it be good for me to be your wife? What do you provide to me? What makes you so special for me?
and unique and unique.
In what way?
And just
What can no
protection,
other man do for me that you can't?
fix a car.
What- Get out! Okay, fix the car.
um, I don't know. So many stuff.
What about being you? What's so special about you that no man will do for me? No, even my friends. What do you bring to the table?
Um, it's just a combination of everything. Like money, I bring happiness. I try my best. Like everything. I know I don't try. I do my best, and it just I don't even know. It's a combination of everything. That's it.
You gotta give them everything to mean what?
Love. It could be helping each other, or if she needs support or anything. Like um, I don't know. That's it. That's all I got.
He's so shy, y'all. He's the opposite of me.
He did good, Queen Sheba. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, he did good.
They're good. Very
Yes,
good.
he did.
Huh? Go ahead. Somebody was saying something. I'm
Your
sorry.
husband did good.
Yeah, you're saying he did good, and thank you.
Yeah, he did. He did good, Queen.
My
Yes, he
husband
did.
is not the kind to get on the microphone, on the camera. He ain't finna do all that. He's a badass boy, like, on his motorcycle, tatted up, all that good stuff. But he ain't really like a man of a lot of words. But I will tell you this. I'm gonna tell you one thing I can tell you the benefit that's been for me in this marriage, Joy. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody can mute up real quick, and then I want y'all to jump in, ladies, after I'm done. Um, for me, the benefit that I've received from marriage, and I really had to think about it. One thing I do know is my husband will give his life for me. That's not something that I'm guessing or I think. He's told me that. My husband has told me that before. You know what I'm saying? He said, "That's how much I love you. And if anything ever happens, you run. I'm okay. I'm a man. But my family matters to me." So that's one benefit that you can um, look forward to with a man that really loves you above himself. And I will also say this, if I have to be completely honest with you, Joy, the benefit depends on the man. The benefit depends on the man because there are some men that you may marry, there is no benefit but heartache, pain, high blood pressure, irritation, frustration, tears. So the benefit actually depends on the man. So one of the benefit that I've gotten from my husband is he's a protector, little to no words, which is why I don't tell him a lot because shit can get real quick. The other thing that I've gotten from my husband has taught me how to love unconditionally, which is why I can get up here and raise money for somebody that I don't feel no ways about. My husband has taught me how to be that, because had it not been for him, and we've been together for a while, a lot of people would have got their asses handed to them. But he's the lover. I'm the executor, but he's the true lover. And his how he's loved his family and loved his mother has taught me how to be a better lover. One time, my husband and I went on a trip with another couple, and we were playing a game, some card game, and they asked him a question. They said, "What's one thing you like about your wife?" And it shocked me, and I was so embarrassed, and I never knew he thought this. He said, "She's a great lover. She's a great lover." I was like, "Oh." But that transcends to the palace. I am a lover. I'm hard to get next to, but once you do, you got my heart. I'm a lover. So my husband described me as a lover. He's taught me how to love. Another thing, the benefit that I've gotten from my husband is finances. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about future. And what I mean by that, when you enroll for your benefits and you do this and you do that and you do your life insurance, and I filled out his benefits for him. And I remember one day they called me because he left something out, and really he said I didn't leave it out. My wife left it out. And the lady called from his job to get a piece of information. I couldn't remember what it was, and you know what she said? He really loves you. And I said, why? She said, he's left everything to you, including his pension. Boom. The financial benefit. Everything he's left to you. I didn't tell you. You get what I'm saying? Now, I
Mm-hmm.
let him choose while we were there filling it out. And he says, just leave it to you. I trust you. Um, whatever, whatever. So protector, love, provider financially. Let's not skip over that, because love don't pay the bills. And my husband will do anything for me. I don't ask a lot, but if I did, he would. So that's some of the things that I can give you. But I will say this, that is not a benefit that you're guaranteed with every man.
Right.
It's not. You are going to have to filter out the chicken shit from the chicken salad, if that makes any sense. There's
It
men I've
does.
dated before my husband that I'm so glad I've never married, but I was infatuated with the thought of marriage, because that's what we are taught to, the final stage for women. Get married, get married, get married. You're going to have to teach your husband, even if he's the end all be all, to how to treat you, because he's going to come in with the history of dating other women. Their boundaries may be a little bit different. You teach him how to treat you. You teach him to forsake all others. I'm different, bro. I'm a whole different kind of girl. And you merge your likeness together. That's all I got.
Thank you, Queen Sheba. I really do appreciate that. And in hearing, thank you again for your husband coming to speak, hearing him speak and hearing you speak. It definitely painted the picture that I've been looking for in terms of laying out the benefits, not just the love component, but from the business perspective as well. And what you were saying, it really did solidify that companionship, that partnership piece. It sounds so beautiful. I definitely think I know that a lot of the women in the palace of y'all are of a different generation. I think what I'm seeing with the generation that I'm in, um, that there have just been like what's valued in marriages, like what you communicated. I don't think that that's as widespread. So what I'm taking away from that is that for young women like myself in our 20s or even our early 30s, it may take us a little bit longer because that beauty of like how your husband was able to even communicate what partnership is from his perspective, you're not we're not getting that out there. And I think that's what creates a lot of the concern of the risk for us. But I do hear what you're saying about the benefits, that if you can find it, it is a beautiful thing. So thank you for sharing, Queen Sheba.
Absolutely. And I want to say this. This is about to ruffle some feathers, and then I'm gonna go to Gwen. This is gonna ruffle some feathers, and I gotta say it. Y'all may as well listen. The benefit is not the same if you choose to marry a black man. Let's talk about it.
No,
Black boys,
I
okay. Somebody different.
that was words. I agree. My last relationship, the 25-year one, he was white. He was white. And he was a partner, a provider, a protector. He was all those things until he wasn't anymore. So people do grow apart. But did Joy, you have to know what will make you happy. What do you need? You have to know that. A female eagle will choose her partner. She will pick a stick up and fly hundreds of feet in the air and drop it. And he has to catch it before it hits the ground. And she'll do that 3 times going up further and further because she needs him to be able to catch her eaglet if it falls out of the nest because they nest on mountains in high places. So she's saying to him, if you can't be there to help me pick up my children when they fall, I don't want you. But she knows what she needs in her partner. So you need to know what you need also. And a lot of men are good at pretending to be the answer to what you want.
Yep, I absolutely believe it. And I will say at a baseline, and this is just a baseline, I need safety and protection in terms of like my full scope, like my emotional, my mental, but most specifically, my physical health. Because I never want to be like some of these other young women that I see, that me and my friends see, who married straight out of college, who are young, who have beautiful families. And we know that their men out here are dogging them out and still taking the photo pictures, still providing in their households. That to me is more scary than the emotional or the mental, but the physical. Because they're out here just being dogs. And that is terrifying when you look at the statistics of especially young black women and the STI, STD rate that
Mm.
is out there, with the criminal rate that is out there, with some of these men who are not doing what they're supposed to, and then they, like you said, retaliate on these women. That to me, that's the fear. That to me, that's the risk that I'm talking about is in terms of like my physical health, and then it goes to my mental and my spiritual.
But
Let me
I
say
was
this.
don't think with fear. And
Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. Because
don't
here's
Okay.
the thing. You're talking about love. Love and fear cannot exist in the same.
that's
And this is
it.
not a prescription, but I'm just going love it. And if you're looking at those kind of examples, I would encourage you to find some other examples
Yeah.
that you kind of put in front of you. But let's keep it real, ladies on the panel. Not all black men, but a majority, especially in your generation, they are not driven to want to marry. They are not driven to stay with the woman that they create kids with. They are engulfed in a culture that's just swallowing them up. So,
Yes.
if your preference is primarily black, in particular an African American man, you have very slim pickings. They don't come from two-parent households. Many of them don't have fathers in the home to lead them. They are choosing. If you look at the social media, you see them take more pictures with boys than you do girls. They do not have the respect for young girls and young women that even like some of our generation, even though it was tough, the men knew what they were supposed to do with a woman, at least. Even if he wasn't emotionally equipped 360, at least he knew I got to take care of her. I got to get out there and work and put some food on the table for these kids. Yeah, I got to go home. If I am cheating, I need to clean it up a little bit. I can't disrespect her like that. All of those pleasantries and courtesies have gone out the door for your generation. It's going to be tough. So, the first thing is to get yourself in tip top shape mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I knew I was going to make an excellent wife. I knew that whomever I accepted or whomever I chose to marry, he was going to have to step up if he hadn't already. Let me pause. Gwendolyn, what is the benefit of marriage to a young woman? Not the benefit to a man, but to a woman that chooses to get married.
Oh, I was coming with something different. Uh, hmm. Safety, strength, growth, and I mean spiritual growth. And I want to say this, and I know people are going to think it's a bunch of crap, but me and my husband, there was no arguments. There were no fighting because I picked somebody who did not like arguing and fighting. You got to go to those little details. You're there to enhance the goodness in each other. And I don't mean the good qualities. I mean the not so good ones. And you got to stand your ground. See, because when I meet a man, any man that came in my path, I told him this: any woman that you've been dealing with, that's a bunch of foolishness. You can't step to me. You step to me right, or you keep going. And then even now, when a man says these little funny, uh, anything that's got to do with like little sexual comments, I cut him off. So I don't take no crap off no man, but I don't do it in a nasty way. You got to know who you are, and that man has to match you, not you trying to match him. You got to come, like God says, equally yoked. Me and my husband dated 5 years. I didn't think no man was going to ever marry me because I wasn't looking for marriage. And then when he came, I prayed in my closet to God, and I told God, if he's for me, bring him to me. If he's not, rip every fiber of anything that I feel about him out of me. That's how much I was in love with that man. But I was willing to stand my ground. I was not going to just marry him because I was in love with him. No. A couple of weeks later, he showed up on my job and asked me to marry him. The same year I moved in was the same year I moved out because my daddy told me, do not give the man the milk and the cow for free because then he's got the whole party. I sat down with him and I asked him, you're not ready to marry me, are you? He said, no. I said, okay, well, there's marriage in our future? He said, yes. I said, okay, then I got to move out. I made him come to me. I did not chase him. But the most important thing I would always say, you got to like that person. Man, my husband couldn't wait to spend time together. And if you think of negative things about each other, that's Satan coming in. People don't talk about that. You got to grow together, and you got to grow with the mindset. Everything these women are telling y'all, take it all together. It's not just separate women telling you things. It's a whole body of things that makes that wholeness. And you got to carry it. You got to carry your strength inside of you and know who you are, what you're going to put up with, what you're not going to put up with. And you got to start from day one, but do it in a feminine way, not that masculinity, because God didn't create us that way. There are things that men do that God gave them to do. I let my husband do it. I ain't trying to show him I can do something better than him. And being submissive, it don't mean that Satan will come along and screw it all up. Submissive means when you come to a major disagreement, you give him your suggestion, let him come up with it. And yeah, the 9 times out of 10, they're always going to get it wrong. But don't say nothing. Because eventually, he's going to turn around and look and say, oh, you that intelligent woman I married. Because men don't know their places when they get
Mm,
married.
thank
Because
you.
they've been brainwashed. We're helpmates. That's the most powerful position God gave us to be in. Because you're controlling it, like they said, controlling that. No, you're not controlling it. You're helping it. Like I told my husband when we got married, I'm not trying to control you. You can't control me. And my husband went, no, I can't do that. He knew it. Like I said, to enhance the goodness in each other. And you want someone to tell you the truth. I looked at my husband one day and I said, God, I didn't know you was this boring. And he said, well, it is what it is. And then years later, he turned around, looked at me and said, you talk too damn much. I fell out laughing. I didn't get mad. He's telling the truth. That person is your truth. You have to accept what they tell you is the truth about you. And if you don't really know for sure, look at him and say, you know what, honey, let me think about that. You may be right about that about me. And then
Thank
go
you.
do some self searching. And then, when it's the truth, come back and say, you know what, honey, you're right. Can you? And then he's supposed to help you grow into being that better person because you can't do it by yourself. That's all for
Thank you,
now.
Gwen. Thank you so much for sharing. And Fruit Gummy says, thank you for extending the conversation. I know y'all, we've been on here for a while. We're about to end, I promise. She says, thank you for extending the conversation, Queen. She's going to take this conversation back to the friend group. We are going to be on the phone for a minute. Just play the last part. Yes, thank you, everybody. They're saying thank you for the conversation. The topic was lit. No, thank you, Joy. Shoot. Thank you, the review hour. Thank you, Natty. Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Words do matter. Thank you, Gwen, for coming up. We really appreciate everybody. I know we've been on for 3 hours. I did not plan this.
Yes,
You
thank you, Queen. I really appreciate it.
that there was a lot of babies born in her generation, and those men made it to college. Some ended up in jail. So that's why her generation, the men look so damn messy because they were born into messy environments. Don't get scared.
Queen,
Yeah.
let me say this.
And we got to go, y'all. I got to wrap
I,
up real
I,
quick.
I know,
Go ahead.
Queen,
Somebody's about to say something.
but please let me say this. We're all children of God. And when you look at it as we're all children of God, God does not have color. Man came along and put us in these little boxes of color. So Queen was right. You cannot be so blind to where you only want to be with a black man. At least I had one. He wasn't perfect, but he was perfect for me. So you got to look at it that way and pray in your closet and let God bring that man to you and have a thing that only you and God knows that that man will say or do to let you know. Because when you start looking for that man, Satan gonna come along and give you the wrong one.
Thank you. Thank you. Linda, I know you've been waiting. I think you wanted, if everybody, if let me give y'all an opportunity to end like 30 seconds or less because I don't want to hold them. And the thing is, they're so kind enough, they'll stay. So I want to start with you, Linda. Y'all, I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to give your
Ye-
final thoughts.
Yes, Queen, thank you. This is going to be really short and brief. The benefit to marriage for me in my later years that I did not realize in my earlier years is to show the love of Christ. That's why marriages were created to show the love of Christ, just like Christ loved the church. The church was his bride, right? So, and only what we do for Christ will last. And all of the other stuff the lady said, all of the good things or benefits that they get, that's all good too. But that is the foundation, is the benefit of marriage is to show the love of Christ. Thank you, Queen. And I said what I said.
And she said what she said. Thank you. Aunt Natty, can you do it in 30 seconds or less? Okay, let's go. Words do matter. Can you shut it down? Final thoughts in 30 seconds or less.
Okay, eagles don't marry chickens. There's a whole lot of chickens out there. That's all. Look for the eagle amongst the chickens. Broaden your horizon, like Queen said. Don't look at the crazy men out there and get scared. Look outside your race. And this is a huge country with a whole bunch of different races. Got to look elsewhere. Broaden your horizons and know what you need and want from a man.
Thank
I
you so
agree.
much.
Especially the part about look outside your race. Black men do it every day. You see all these mixed kids walking around here. They have
Yeah.
no shame in trying different entrees, desserts, and or sides. Black women, I don't know what y'all are waiting on. And let me tell you something. Also, black women contribute to the breakup of families when it comes to other black women. That's why I say you got your work carved out for you when it comes to black men, because even when you find the ones that are lucrative and that are quote unquote how that high value, many of them know their value, but they have no self-regulation. So if you do decide to go that route, you may be sharing him with one or two others. Gwen, can you do it in 30 seconds or less? Your final thoughts.
Yes. Make sure you keep God in the center of no matter where you go in this life because He will always guide you and He will never fail you. Keep it in your closet and don't share it with your girlfriends.
Thank you. Thank you. The review hour, 30 seconds or less. What you got for us? I think she dropped down, but she forgot. I'm gonna kick you from the studio. I remember you said you were leaving. Let's do that. But sometimes it'll leave your icon up here. Aunt Debbie, final thoughts.
My final thoughts are this. Well, I'm from an older generation, so things may be different now. But if I was a young woman, I wouldn't go in with marriage on my mind when dating. I would look for a teammate to see if I'm compatible. And I wouldn't just settle for one race. I would date many and see if I can find my teammate and see if we can be compatible. And once we become a team, then we can move further. And I will protect my heart at all costs. Because to me, it's better that a man loves a woman more than a woman loves a man because he'll always be there for you. And I would take my time.
Mm, thank
And
you.
the benefit of marriage is women doing the work to look and find their teammate. And once they do, that man benefits from getting a wife.
Thank you, Aunt Debbie, so
Woo.
much.
That's beautiful. Aunt Debbie, you set the house on fire. You set the benefit is you.
And did.
Let me say it again. The benefit is you, ladies. And if he don't know that, and if he talking stupid like that on social media, watch him. Do your homework. Go on his page and don't let him know you're there. If he don't know that the wife is the benefit, then what are we here for? That's the first thing. The second thing, I love your advice. I love your advice. My nail lady, I've been going to her for a number of years. I'm very particular. I get anxiety about my nails. I've come to know her husband. When I come in, he comes over and chit chat with me. I know she has 2 kids. They went on a family vacation and they were going to a resort. I said, "What are you going to do with your kids?" She said, "They're coming with us. It's our culture to take our kids with us everywhere we go. And not only are we taking them with us, they can bring along one friend each." Okay. I've been on several vacations. I see a lot of races taking their kids with them, giving them that experience. Hell, and when you start to get in specific races, boyfriends and girlfriends can come, depending on the age. You meet them on cruise ships, you see them on resorts. They are pushing their kids out, exposing them to fun. Exposing them to fun. So when Aunt Debbie says don't get married early, I have to agree. At a particular age, as a Black girl, I want to see you travel. I want to see you have a glass of champagne at 21 before you have 3 babies at 21. I want you to have traveled to Italy, France, Mexico, Vegas, Miami, all of that before you have to find a babysitter at age 20. A lot of our girls are not being taught that they are the prize and how to prioritize themselves and package themselves up. And then if you do get married, they're in I've met older couples that have never been on vacation. Well, the man don't all she do is I cooks and I cleans. Don't get no thank you, no flowers, no nothing. Ain't nobody living for that. Cultivate a world of happiness. Cultivate a world of abundance around you. So when he step in and he step up, he already know what time it is. Start talking to your daughters and your kids and exposing them to everything besides rap music, sports, and pussy popping. Can we talk? Because that's all our kids are doing. When I look at them and I'm seeing them, what they're achieving and accomplishing versus what I see other races achieving and accomplishing. We got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather invite the little boyfriend over for a family dinner, even if his mama, I don't like his mama. I don't like his daddy. But as for me and my family, let me turn you on to something because I can't break y'all up. So I may as well show them how we do it over here. So if you're going to be my son in law, if you're going to be my nephew, this is how we love. This is how we cultivate family. And you need to come. And this is how you're going to treat my niece, or this is how you're going to treat my daughter. And don't you ever come back empty handed. I'm just talking, right? These are the things that we can do to start pouring into these kids, even when they ain't yours. Sweetheart, don't come back in empty handed. Did you enjoy the food? Yes, ma'am. Do you get an allowance? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Kroger's, Randall's got flowers. Make sure you bring me some flowers. It ain't that you need or want anything, but what isn't that how you want him to treat your daughter and or your niece? Start calling them out on it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't sit back and wait for him to break her heart. Don't sit back and wait for him to get her pregnant, to get her an STD before you step in. You should have been and stepped in. When you
Queen
saw
Sheba.
he didn't have the skills, when you saw he didn't have a daddy, what good is a village if we ain't pulling mofos in and say, if you gonna hang out over here, boo boo, this how we do it. That's my grandma. That's my mother. This is her grandmother. So every time you come in the house, I know you've seen me. I need you to speak to my mother, okay? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm off my rocker.
Queen Sheba, you're right. And also, I tell women this: raise your sons to be the husband you want and your daughter deserves, so that your daughter-in-law ain't bitching and complaining about your son the way you're bitching and complaining about somebody else's son. Because I realized when I looked at my husband one day, excellent, but there's a lot of things men or little boys are not taught how to be a husband. My nephews, all of them, whether married or not, little boys that come into our family, open up the door. You got to teach them old school. Old school is always good. It's not old school. It's the book of rules that needs to be translated from generation to generation. Teach them how to be gentlemen.
And be more responsible with your bodies, ladies. Not even the young ones. Y'all doing some of the nastiest shit out here with no little to no commitment over for a two-piece and a pepper. We can log off now. Y'all, in a way, they don't have to give you a benefit because I am watching and I'm like, all of this, like this. Listen, that's a whole other conversation. Let me get up out of here. Thank you, panel.
Just
Thank
wanted
you.
to say
Thank you.
Go ahead.
about the young kids. My house was the house where all the young kids came. And like I said, I worked in family court. So I related to these kids. To this day, they grown now. They live in other states. They will come with my kids to visit me. They will call me. You have to, we are really a village. And a lot of these kids don't get home training. They're not taught a lot. So yeah, you're right. You gotta it's a way of giving back, really.
Thank you so much. I just
Thank
want to,
you.
I just want to say thank you so much, Queen Sheba, for this conversation. Thanks to the panelists and the chat. It really was a nurturing conversation. So thank you so much.
You are so welcome, honey. I'm gonna go eat me some oysters. My husband knows how to chuck oysters, and I don't know if y'all watched it. I've been watching the girl. You remember she introduced the thing on Instagram about the $1 oysters at Whole Foods for $1. Now I missed that, but I'm
Uh-huh.
at the grocery store, honey, and give me some garlic butter, some fresh garlic, Parmesan cheese, and we gonna finna put them bad boys on the grill.
I know that's right, Queen Sheba. Okay.
Yes. But I really want you ladies to start valuing yourselves. This ain't about being holy, 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 or being a virgin. But these days, boys, they don't have to do nothing. They don't have to do anything. So that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. I appreciate my panel. I'ma just go through some of these comments that are here because y'all hung in there so long. Um, y'all did, and I think I may as well read a few of them. Real talk with Mercy and Grace with a 5P. She says, I stand with you, Queen. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Fly Girl Speaks, potatoes on wheels. Listen, you're hilarious. Um, let me go. Hold on, let me go. Ms. Blade said, when it comes to the benefit of marriage, there's no way. She says, I would not want to spend the rest of my life miserable. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Myra says she left after 31 years. Coffee said, Queen, you have no idea. I'm just adding a little bit. She says, when it gets to the point that you want to leave, it's bad, bad. I understand. They're talking about Judge Mathis's wife on this one. Desiree said, I don't know if I would leave, meaning she said a marriage after 39 years, unless she's very unhappy and she wants to spend the rest of her life in peace. I'm sure she had a good reason. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to say this. They said prior to, in just July, he just posted that they went to Mexico. Y'all, that's a get right trip. Ask any married woman. If we just went to Mexico in July and I'm leaving you in August, not even a month later, that was your last chance, Jack, to shit or get off. I mean, to get off the pot or whatever they call it. But that was a get right trip. That was his opportunity to make her feel loved, to show her that, in my opinion, that listen, because we didn't got listen, in my opinion, to show her that he's willing to focus on her. He's retired. She's given up a lot. The lady spent a quarter of her life of the 39 years raising kids. She had 4 kids in a 5-year span. 5 years out of 39, that's about a quarter of her life with him raising kids back to back. That's a lot. 4 kids in 5 years, maybe a year apart. So I married you young. I didn't really get to date. I'm sure she didn't have a glass of champagne at 21 before she had 4 kids. Do y'all get what I'm saying? How women, if we don't cultivate the right conversations and come and prepare them for what life is supposed to be, they miss out on a slice of life. So she had 4 kids before she got a glass of champagne. What does that mean? Wine and dine, nice dinners. So imagine being 39 years and he was a thug. So she was there in the cut. She was there as he was getting turned down for jobs because of his past. She was there as he went through college and they were broke and probably robbing Peter to pay Paul. And they got 4 kids. That's a lot of stress on a woman. Okay, then he makes it. But in order to sustain, quote unquote, making it, now he's out of the house filming every day. Getting up early in the morning, going to set, coming home late at night. She's with the kids. It's all on her. He probably could not engage as much because he had a job to do. He shot that show from what? Was it 20 years or almost 20 years? So look of all the sacrifice. She got lost in the fray. I'm going to tell y'all that. As a woman, in my opinion, she got lost in the fray. She was not the center of the marriage. She was a caretaker. She was there to help his life and to be a supporter from the sidelines. And when you stand in that role, be very careful because it can become, I'm not saying that a man is doing this to be malicious. It can become very easy for him to overlook you and not see you anymore, or to see you as a nag. When he comes home, I got to go to work. I can't stay up late. I got to be back on set. I got to travel. Okay. So now the kids are out the house. What's next? I could see her asking herself that. What's next for me as a woman? Do you see me? Do you hear me? Do you recognize the sacrifice? So people are saying, I think that they got a divorce because they grew apart. Nah, not after 39 years. Let me tell you why. A woman that stayed 20 years, 10 years is in it to win it. When you walk away after 39 years, it's probably because you have had enough and you are chasing your freedom, if I have to guess as a woman. If we get out of who he is and try to figure out who she is, and if she were to honestly tell you as a woman without protecting him, she would probably say, I had to leave. It's my time for whatever reason. The question is, what was she tired of? Okay. What was she tired of? I think she was a sacrificial lamb. I think she came from a generation where you stand by your man. Okay, in her 20s, you stand by your man, you get married, you have kids, you become a mother, you fix his plate, you help him, girl. That's what you're supposed to do. You're going to reap the benefits of that. But what are the benefits of being married to a man with a visible platform if internally he's not cultivating himself. I don't know if that was the issue, but I think the lady probably left because she realizes at age 64, I still got a little bit more living to do, and I ain't trying to do it in vain. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Um, I think that, like I said, that's just that generation where they were trained to stay, and she's tired. Women her age are traveling. They going on cruises. They putting on their dresses. They meeting people like us in the palace. They said, "Girl, I know what 39 years of marriage can do, and that's probably the best I've gotten out of that. 4 kids. I'm in the background. Nobody really knows me. I faded into blackness. I've helped him beat the odds. He's the star of the show. He's the star of the family. I'm an afterthought. I got to save myself. I've become a role player in my own life. I am not the leading lady in my own life. And I think that trip to Mexico was the last straw to reestablish the glow in the marriage. And I don't think it was enough after all the sacrifices she's made. And she filed for freedom, in my opinion. In my opinion. That's it. That's all I got. Yep. Nanny of the Maroon says, I've had this conversation with elderly women who have been married for up to 60 years. Unfortunately, the majority regret that they did not get a divorce years ago due to the pressures of society. Ooh. It's like Andy with a 20-piece and a pepper. She says, hey, Queen Sheba, darling, I am at work right now, but let me drop a love token in the palace. Happy Saturday. Love you. We love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Capricorn said, ladies, it is so important to know the difference between a good time girl or wife material. And listen, some men are looking for a wife when they don't really want to be a husband. Can we talk about it? Some men will wife you up. That don't mean they're going to be a husband to you. How do you know the difference? I think some of the women told you. Number one, you better stay close to some type of entity, whether it's God, whatever religion. You better stay close to help you establish a strong spirit of discernment. Don't ever compromise your needs and your wants and your values. And you better be ready to walk to the table to serve up everything that you are expecting from a man, from forgiveness to affection to finances to love. So when he looks at you, he sees his equal, the other part of his heart, and not a responsibility and or a liability. I'm just saying. Kendra with a 5-piece and a pepper says, you big grown, but refusing to listen. Please just listen. You are centering yourself too much. This is your chance to grow. She was talking to you, Nina. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay, they're talking about Judge Mathis. The judge may be a megalomaniac. Joy, what is that?
Ooh, I gotta Google that myself.
Somebody Google that. Somebody Google that for us. A megalomaniac. I don't know what that is.
Let me add that to my repertoire.
Dorothy, I see your damn text. Time I read mine. You never reads mines. Cause I know what you be saying. Y'all, that's that Dorothy be cutting up. Listen, Pam Kelly with a 2-piece and a pepper says, I'll leave mine after 39 days if need be. She's talking about a marriage. A megalomaniac. What is that? Did they put it in the chat?
I don't see it in the chat. Somebody go get on Google and tell us what it is.
Okay, Jodis says, tearing up. This conversation was heavy and so educational. It's such an eye opener, making me think about a lot. You know what? That's good. Don't stay there if it's giving you grief, but it's something to ponder and move forward. Regina B says, for Judge Mathis and his wife, one of them been checked out. Probably her. He ain't never home. When you work, and I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him. Okay, do y'all remember Judge Joe Brown in his prime?
I used to watch with my granny.
Okay, y'all
Yeah,
know. Okay, Gwen, Judge Joe Brown in his prime.
yeah, but I remember him.
Okay, he came on after Judge Judy. Remember, it was Judge Mathis in the morning, Judge Judy, and then Judge Joe Brown, or maybe it was Judge Joe Brown in the middle. I can't remember, but I thought he was the most sophisticated, handsome guy. Listen, because I was looking at a TV persona. Until recently, when I heard the bull crap that he said about Kamala Harris, and I thought he's a nasty, hateful, old, miserable ass. Did y'all hear what he had to say about her?
Yeah, he's disgusting. And then some of
He
the other things, allegations that then come out on him. Creep.
y'all, if you heard what he see, my thing is you can say shit without he basically called her a whore and how she's hiked up her skirt. And it was the and I said, no wonder why his ass I ain't never seen him with a woman. You disrespectful as fuck. If that's how you talk about women. And it was it was an old school disdain for women. It's the kind of stuff like, and he did not care. And I thought, what did that lady do to you? Other be born into this world and be great. He was nasty.
Yeah, he spoke with a lot of vile venom there. It was really disturbing to watch.
Yeah.
And I would hate to think of the women who he that came across his path in the days when women couldn't speak up. What was he doing to them, and how was he treating them? With that mindset of how he talked about her.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting. It was disgusting. I was shocked at his age that he talks like that. Um, Teresa Rice says megalomaniac is a person who has unnatural desire for power and control. Wow. Um, let's see. Dang, a megalomaniac. Okay. Jodas says, great advice. I'm married and my husband is a great provider. He's a hard worker, but a bad husband because I'm not happy. He's in a church of which I cannot accept because of their beliefs. It's mind-boggling. Wow. Samantha says, I asked the same question about children. What are the benefits for a woman to have children? Oh, we're not going to even go there today, Samantha. Joy, real quick, they said ask Joy about her parents' relationship. And are your parents friends?
My father is deceased, so
Okay.
no. And then in terms of the if there's any successful relationships in the home, I come from a very southern family background, and so excuse me, I would say not necessarily. I've witnessed more so of the women giving more of themselves, but I would say it doesn't necessarily stem from like my family upbringing. It's more so from what I've witnessed as a young woman and what my friends have witnessed. So from the outside, within my generation, we see what looks like some very successful young relationships, but when we know the inside, that's where my conversation stems from.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, you know what? He called her a bitch. Didn't he say she was a bitch? Joe Browner.
He sure did.
Yeah, so she know what says she probably rejected him back in the day. And you know when he basically referred to her as a whore cuz he basically I mean he created a visual of what she's done with her kitty cat. And I thought he sees her in a sexual manner whether she's done it or not. And he's
When
too
me,
damn huh?
I was just say when men do that, it's because they couldn't get any other kitty cat.
Thank you. And even if she did hike it up, she wasn't hiking it up to you.
Hmm.
Now, hold on. They say Judge Joe Brown had a beautiful wife until that video came out about his drunk ass. I don't even know what video y'all talking about, but what was he doing?
Talking nasty and disrespectful, and then when the allegations on him came out,
Who was he talking nasty to?
it was one of them podcasts.
Well, that's how he was talking about Kamala. Nasty. He was talking. I was shocked that he was talking like that. Ciao. All right, y'all. Thank you. Y'all have a good day, everybody. This was
Take
great.
care. Bye, Palace.
Okay, bye, y'all. Have a good day.